Well, there we go. We made it. This is always a struggle, you know, getting this whole show on the road, can like remembering to give Billy the file so that he can actually download everything. Hi everybody, welcome to the Schematics Schematics Spotlight for Halloween, October 31st, 2017. Why are you two so quiet?
Didn't want to interrupt you.
Okay.
Thought you were doing an intro thing.
We're waiting for an opportunity
I was
to
waiting
strike.
for the cue.
Okay, well, you know what? Cleve, hi. How you doing? Billy, what up?
Good.
You guys
Nice
never introduced me, so I figured I'm just gonna just roll into this thing, and you guys will just start
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the impeccable, the incredible Blind IRL.
Woo!
Can I soundbite that?
If you really want to.
I would.
Okay, well, I'm already crying. We're off to a good start here. Hi, everybody who's tuning in the audience. What's up, guys? This is Euthrus's part. So, I think he actually wants criticism, which is terrifying.
It's Uthrus. Like Uther.
Yeah.
From World of Warcraft.
That's what I said. I said Uthrus.
Well, Uther is what?
What?
Well, Uther is, but what is Uther?
Womp, womp, womp.
I think someone's played way too much World of Warcraft.
Oh, you want to be the guest this week? I think we have an opening.
Billy, are fired. Okay. So should we actually get started here?
I'm not fired. I quit.
I quit legitimately. So do we get started here? I like these traffic cones.
Let's do it.
But those are some of the sharpest traffic cones I think I've ever seen. Where's the entrance to this thing? Okay, I see. So people like come in that way and just like sneak underground all the way to over there? What?
Yeah, and then you take the bus.
I mean, I guess.
Or a tram. Or you walk it. I'm not a cop. I'm not here to tell you what to do.
At the front of the park, you see that giant, well, it's not that giant, but you see the entranceway to the park with the flags and stuff?
Yeah.
Where the buses drive in?
Yeah.
There's a walkway that goes underground over there.
I mean, I see the walkway that goes underground over at the very entrance, but then...
No. The entrance to the actual park. Follow the road all the way to where the buses drive in.
Like, I just want to start digging. Like, I want to do the thing that I always do. Because,
Well,
like...
you can dig and you can find it.
Yeah.
But the actual entranceway to the park, there's a whole big entranceway and like a plaza and stuff.
Yeah, like I found the underground tunnel.
And there's like a framework, like an industrial style like framework bus stop there.
Yeah. Where's the underground tunnel?
Right underneath the bus station.
Yeah, right underneath the bus station.
Oh, that's genius. Okay.
There's a revolving doorways and stuff like that for you to go inside.
I don't think I've seen anybody do anything like that before.
In mine, it's covered with trash too, so it's a very authentic bus stop.
It's a very authentic bus stop.
Yeah, it's absolutely covered in trash.
Well, I mean, I've spent a lot of times in bus stops and can confirm. Regardless, yeah. This park is really interesting. I've seen a couple of the videos that he's done on this, and admittedly, I kind of put them on 2x speed, mute them, and then just leave them in the background because that's how I watch Planet Coaster content. Sometimes I turn subtitles on if I feel like being fancy, but
2x speed is the only way to enjoy YouTube. Seriously, yeah. I live my life at 2x speed.
2x speed, subtitles on, just power through it. But seriously, like let's start with like this road and just kind of work our way through this because there's a lot here, and this is only like what 50% done. So I love this toll booth. Like, I think it's just kind of a known fact that Uthrus is one of the best when it comes to roads. It makes some amazing parking lots and layouts. And I feel bad saying that because I know he gets, like, kind of sad whenever it's like, I'm known for making parking lots, but, like, come on, he's good at it.
Counting Crows wrote a song about him, so it's all good.
All of these car designs, this whole parking lot area is just awesome looking.
I love how the toll booth has credit. Like they have more credit options than cash options, and in the States we don't have like credit toll booths at all. Like it's just mostly cash, or you have to have like a little like badge on your car just for electronic.
Oh,
yeah, fast pass or whatever they want to call it.
I mean, here,
But that's parking admission. It's not a toll booth really, is it? I mean, that's like park admission, right?
yeah.
Guess so, but even then, I don't really notice many park admission places actually accepting credit or debit.
I think if you have a fast pass to like park at a theme park, then you go to the theme park way too much. Like
I mean, lots of
if you
people.
prepaid for parking.
I mean, lots of people live close to theme parks, and so they just get the yearly pass at the beginning because they're gonna go 5 times in the year. You know.
Yeah, if you have a yearly pass, do you get a parking badge and then you can just drive right in? Like, is there a seasonal pass lane that you could just like dip right in?
Honestly, I don't know how that works
Yeah, I don't know.
because I've just
Either
never.
way, it's cool. It's cool.
Just gonna turn all these
It's a really
notifications
awesome
on.
road structure.
Yeah, one thing that I think is kind of neat is how he's gone all the way into the details for like the actual cash window. Like if you zoom all the way in, you can see all the place where you put the money, where everything goes down there. Like that's all just cool. Like
Yeah, that's
super
insane.
cool. Okay, so now let's just like look at the road signs. We move forward. I'm curious to see how much detail he's gonna do around this road out here. Like right now it's just kind of empty, and there's like little spots where he's done a whole bunch of detailing. Like that's gonna be a job and a half to get done, but
I wonder what he's gonna put on the road signs themselves, like name these streets and such.
yeah.
He's
Yeah.
gonna name them all after you, Billy. He told me.
Oh boy,
Billy MF Lane, Billy MF Avenue.
Billy MF Drive, as in Billy, you need to drive. Stop admiring the scenery and go.
So we've got multiple parking lots here. I personally think that the actual entrances to these parking lots are a little odd. Like if I were to actually criticize anything about this area, like
A little narrow, yeah.
my game just froze. There we go. Yeah, like they're a little bit. Yeah, I think narrow would be the best way to put it. I do love this bus stop though. I think like this bus parking is kind of awesome.
I think some
Yeah.
of this is the limitation of just the pathing system in Plenty
Yeah.
I default that. I mean, I get the
Mhm.
idea of what's going on there.
Yeah.
Yeah, just be careful not to get a fender bender
Bus
over there.
refueling station is true. Yeah, there is actually an entire bus parking lot dying. It's the fumes from the buses.
Yeah.
But
Stop.
there's a bus parking lot with like petrol fill up and
Like these.
really quite cool little rest area for like the bus drivers to hang out during the day while they wait for people to come back from the park and stuff.
Yeah,
It's-
have a couple beers, then
Yeah.
go out and drive.
Yep.
That's exactly what I was thinking, but I didn't want to say
Smoke
it.
some marijuanas and yeah.
That's why you have your guests say it, so that way I take the blame and you guys can keep doing your show.
You know, I still think that we need to retitle this show Planet Coaster Spotlight After Dark. So you send your stuff up into Edinburgh to get that like the nice spotlight, and then you send it into us, and we shred it. I love these handicap parking spots
We'll have a spotlight and a titty stream at the same time.
I think
on different websites. Go on.
I'm astounded at just how much like if you zoom into the parking lots, the parking structures, they're actually all like super detailed as well on the interiors and stuff. Like
Yeah.
it's pretty amazing.
Have you seen the handicap parking?
I
Yeah, I
have.
saw that.
Because
Yeah.
the way he made the little handicap parking spots, as well as like all the arrows on the ground, like everything here is obsessively detailed, and that is incredible.
So one thing that can be done, and it's probably just something that can be added later, part of incompletion, is the elevators in the parking lot need a call button.
They need a call button. Valid. Where are the elevators in the parking
They're-
lot? Oh yeah, I
They're
see.
actually camera activated, so when you walk in front of the elevator, it automatically calls it for you. It's new. It's new
Why don't we just, instead of camera activated, why don't they just make them pressure sensitive so that when you stand on the thing, it just
Yeah, it's like a pressure plate.
yeah, like when those automatically opening doors.
I like it.
Nice little call though.
Yeah, it's just the case where you see it so detailed and you're like, huh, that's missing.
I think
Yeah, mineral's not wrong, but yeah, it's
Yeah, I think the issue with doing that though is when you zoom out, things vanish, and if you're doing a lot of like above, like shots, like for like cinematic footage, like they'll sink into the ground and it'll look all bad at that point. You don't want that, right? But
so as cool as the parking lot is, there's actually also a theme park. here.
yeah, we should probably go look at
what I-
that. At some
Yeah.
point.
Yeah, so I commented, I think it's kind of awkward that the parking lot is so far away from the actual park. Like, I wonder if like
Have you been to Disneyland?
I have, and I know that it's really far away.
Because
The difference,
the
though,
buses
is
drop you off in front.
there's stuff in between the parking lot and the park itself, like the downtown Disney district, a lot of Harbor Boulevard, which has hotels and shops and
There are
restaurants too.
actually there are like local like parking lots to the parks too. Like it's not just always that there's a parking lot in the middle of nowhere. Like you can actually park and just walk into like Epcot. I mean, if you get there early enough, you have to get there like 7:30 in the morning to get those spots, but you could do it.
I mean, in the time I've been to the one time that I was at Disneyland with a rental car, we got there at like 9 o'clock in the morning. This is Disneyland, not Disney World, by the way. And you park and like you get to the like Disneyland parking and it's full. So you take a left and then you drive like all the way up the street, and by the time you finish driving, we had like a 30-minute walk. So
Yep. Well, 9 o'clock is like 2 hours too late.
You're usually taking a
You gotta
tram.
get there at like the butt crack of dawn. Like if you want the parking.
If the sun is already up, you're already too late.
Yep,
but
you already missed it.
but yeah, there's usually you usually take a tram or a bus from like the Disney parking lots to even like the downtown district or downtown Disney gates and such like that. If we're gonna have that comparison.
Yeah.
But just something. I mean, granted, it's still not finished,
cool,
but
yeah, I'd like to see what's gonna happen in between.
I'd want to see more than just garden though. I'd like to see maybe some like some shop fronts or something like that.
I'm wondering if it's like because I saw him like when he started and stuff. I'm wondering if like the parking lot just sort of like got away from him and he just kept throwing stuff at it and then was like, oh shit, I have to put the park in now and put the park all the way over here instead. I don't know.
Slowly inched away.
I remember a string of tweets going on for weeks. Talking about
where it's just parking lot. I mean,
like,
you look at how much details in that parking lot. Like that's about as much effort as like normal people will put into like 2 or 3 parks combined. So it's understandable. What it looks like is there is like some staff, like a huge staff parking lot, like in the works as well.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what that looks like when that's done.
We actually haven't even looked at anything in the park itself. The park is actually really, really beautiful.
I've glanced at it a bit.
The entranceway is pretty. Yeah, I don't know what's going on your screen, but
I need to highlight.
It's pretty classic.
I need to highlight the roof of this entrance because holy shit! Like
which building?
The entrance building. Well, actually, you know what? All of the roofs. Just all of them.
All of them are custom.
They're completely made out of tiny little shapes.
Yeah, the brackets. Yeah.
Well, honestly, one of my favorite, I can't remember who said it, but one of my favorite quotes about Planet Coaster is Planet Coaster detail building, a reckless disregard for poly count.
Yep.
And you want to know where your frame rate goes, that's where it goes.
You're building for screenshots and artificially sped up footage.
Yes.
Yeah, I do like how the standard to record is cheat engine. Like you can't
record
do
this game
anything
with
without
anything
cheat
else.
engine.
Yeah.
I wish I could cheat engine for Twitch.
You just have to have a really massive delay.
Yeah, exactly.
Really massive delay and just like render stuff in real time.
Stream the night before, basically. Yeah, no, the entranceway is really nice. I like the use of different levels of elevation here too.
And what I love too is the biplane is visible from so many different angles too in the sky.
The advertising plane up in the sky.
Yeah.
Oh. Jesus, I didn't even see that.
It's also like it's massive too.
Huh.
The scale is really big. As Adfo points out, it's hard. First of all, the when you're, I don't know where blind is right now, but when you walk in and you're on ground level and you look up, you're 4 meters below the next level, so the buildings like artificially feel bigger than they are because you're not quite on the same level as the building. But yeah, it's hard for the scale to be reined in Planet Coaster. Everything's just so big, especially if you want to use the wall pieces as walls, which I know
I'd say it's a forced perspective trick, but in this case, it's actually something that works within the game.
Yeah,
I
don't think it's bad. I think it's pretty cool, but I do also think it's a lot harder to build things like to actual realistic scale.
All I have to say about this is, in my mind, the Eutheris Corporation is richer than Disney and can just do what they want. You know, like those guys, they got so much money, they can just throw whatever they want at any theme park. So,
Really good job with the sight lines, just walking straight in, and you see the giant fucking windmill there. Like, great job. Like this fountain over here too, like right up the entranceway. This fountain with like the fairy tale roof.
You've
or
gone
whatever it is
inside of
atop it.
the shops, right?
No.
Yeah, I saw the clothes shop and how there's a little.
You have to find the clothing shop.
Trying to get
I'm in-
Tedgecam to work, but it's putting
I'm
me in
inside a
weird
pizza
angles.
store right now,
Get out of that damn pizza store and come look at this clothing shop.
but there's pizza. All right, wait.
Valid.
Is it the Hat's Fantastic with shirt? Oh my god, are these like nightgowns?
Yeah, it's the hat's fantastic.
Their shirts are Jolly Green Giant. That's fun. It's awesome though.
I mean, those are some gigantic shirts.
Come one, come all, and get your snuggie today.
One size fits all of your whole body.
Only here at only here at Alpine's Odyssey. I don't know why it's named after a guy named Alpine, but there you go.
That's pretty good.
Those shirts are bigger than extra large, dude. So
They're what we call jumpsuits.
There's a balloon shop back here too with like a whole bunch of like gears and clock pieces and stuff inside. It's pretty neat.
I'm not sure. Huh. The inside of this pizza shop, the exit. I think he's tried to make like wallpaper or something out of these windows, but it just kind of looks like a bunch of windows spun around backwards. Not a huge fan of that, but it looks awesome regardless, especially from the outside. The inside it looks a little weird.
Well, I feel like with that you could wait, like I know where you're at, but the how do the windows look like wallpaper? I think it's a case where he's trying to make them like two-way.
Windows?
No,
Is
I
he?
think yeah, no, that's intentional because on the outside there's windows in the same place.
Yeah. I don't know.
It's
Just-
made to look like it's just the interior of the window. That's all.
Okay.
Yeah, it's definitely not an accident.
He's also using.
It looks weird because there's no glass. I mean, it's you have to imagine that it's like frosted.
He's also like fixed a problem that I have with this game that I need to get better at, which is every single wall and every building has like 1, 2, 3 at least different wall textures, and they're all at different shades of color. I need to get better at that. Like that's something that I fail at constantly when playing Planet Coaster because I keep everything the default colors and I don't use enough different types of walls. I need to get better at that.
And it can be difficult because it's really hard to, like in Alpine, with the Alpine style, it works just fine. But when you're building a structure out of all stone, you know, you're limited to what castle brick and sandstone and maybe some of the brick textures, but they can be a little unruly.
Yeah.
But what he's saying is you can slightly change the tone, like
Oh yeah.
make it 5% more brown, or 5% lighter. And it changes a lot when you put those two buildings.
Oh yeah, and I can definitely see it with the scrambler right here.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, like yeah, it looks fantastic.
But yeah, no, for this particular build, we're not going to be sharing a workshop link because this workshop link isn't meant to be public. So if we could just get a link to Youthris's YouTube channel, that would be fantastic. And my game just froze again. I don't know how he's working on this, to be honest. Like, this frame rate is a little rough.
He has a really, really, really nice computer.
He also probably still plays out very low settings.
Yeah, and he's also not streaming most of the time.
He's streaming to YouTube a lot.
He does stream to YouTube, but not the entire time, I don't think.
So he's used he has a really extensive train network too.
Yeah.
With like housings for extra train cars and they back up to like the staff area.
Which
He's
direction
using
have
extra-
you... Okay.
Oh hell yeah, there's the playground. Get off
Where?
the slide, Billy. It's my wait, there's another kid named Billy here, but it's my turn.
What? There's actually a kid named Billy in the game.
Well, no, but there's a playground.
Where's the playground?
So it's can I show the navigation? It's kind of
You
towards
just walk
the
in and go to the right. You see where the carousel is?
yeah,
to the right.
it's to the right when you're heading towards Whirlwind,
There's
which
a
is
big
the
clock
giant.
tower. That'd probably be the right next to the big clock tower, which is like the second.
Yeah, it's
tallest
like yeah,
on the map.
there it is.
Third tallest. Should be easy to find.
Oh, I found it. Huh. This reminds me of the ball pit that I built back in Alpha.
That's a nice playground.
That's pretty.
It's in the same style as the other buildings around it too, which is pretty cool.
I don't know if you guys have ever built playgrounds, but I built a totally not gonna get us sued, like kids jungle gym thing once, and it was a lot of fun.
There's also vending machines in the back of the playground, and they sell highly flammable material.
Oh. They're selling fireworks.
It's fireworks for kids. It's
Oh.
fine. Like, you know, it's fine.
I don't know if the logos. Okay, I think they're only visible on one
Those
side,
are
so I'm
children
guessing that was in.
fireworks.
I think that was intentional. I think he wants the logos to show,
I
or
mean,
the warning labels rather.
firecrackers, you know, what could go wrong, right?
No, it's not. They're not firecrackers. This is highly flammable Red Bull and
I
energy
really
drinks.
like
You know.
I really like the carousel area. It's really nice. The pathing is really well done.
I mean, most
With the sidewalk and just the area with the trees around it. And then the carousel cover is like open, so you can see the carousel through it. So it
Yeah.
sort of looks like the carousel cover itself is like animated kind of when it plays.
One thing I'm starting to see a bit more, which I'm glad to see it, is that people aren't trying to make the carousel bigger by making a giant, massive cover for it.
Who
They're
would do
just
that?
kind of embracing the size.
Who would do that?
you know,
I
size.
don't know.
It's not all that matters. I love this ice cream truck. I'm-
Yeah, next to the
It's got an
playground.
ATM in it.
I mean, it's got like little areas for ice cream like inside it. Like the thing is actually made to hold ice cream.
Man,
Go
there's so
inside
much
it.
to look at here.
There's a little sheep in a sheep pen next to the
Where?
wooden coaster here. So this wooden coaster
It's
is really
pretty.
nice. I don't know anything. I'm not riding it, but
I'll ride it
visually it's beautiful. Yeah, you should ride it on
on slideshow. It'll
on
be fine.
stream. Yeah, on slideshow for people to watch.
We'll just wait until
Boy,
it.
PowerPoint is my favorite way to experience a roller coaster.
Yeah.
It's sort of like the layout sort of reminds me of like a mine train kind of, but it's a wooden coaster. It looks really nice. I can't speak to the
Yeah, that-
coaster itself, but
That's what
visually
I
it's
was.
beautiful.
That's what I was thinking. It reminds me more of a mine train coaster layout than a
Yeah,
wooden coaster.
it looks really cool though. It's called Whirlwind. It's got a custom sign.
There is a plank through the chain lift. Aside from
Ratings are
that, it
pretty
looks cool.
solid too. Same thing with G-forces and all of that. It's a short coaster though, only 60 minutes or 60.
It's only an hour.
60 seconds, but which actually 60 seconds is an hour in Planet Coaster time, but
Theming around this coaster is fantastic. The station itself is really cool. Really on the inside and outside. Really unique looking farm. Huge farm.
yeah, are there any triggers on this
Grass
thing?
under the station. Oh, I see. Oh, that's okay. There's a bracket that sticks to the track.
I don't know what Cleve is saying, Adfo. Sorry, I
What
was
is
on a
Cleve saying?
I was on a wooden roller
No,
coaster, so
I think
it
we
got a little
can.
loud.
I think he can hear you, but he doesn't understand what you're saying.
okay. Can you repeat that entire thought?
No, I'm just looking at the station and just the theming in general of the coaster. The station looks like this massive barn. It's really cool. It's got
That's a positive thing.
yeah, no, it's beautiful. It's
Such a barn. No, it
no,
looks
like
it looks pretty.
a barn, you know, like a farm
Yeah.
house.
Yeah, no, I know. I love this line. The whole what's it called? Where people line up to get onto the ride. Just kind of keeps
The
going.
queue?
A
The queue. That's the word I was looking for. Jeez.
Q some more.
I didn't
Sheesh.
sleep long last night. See, I was going the Star Trek direction with that, and I wanted to make some sort of comment about controlling the universe, but you know.
But yeah, like there is the only issue with the barn though, and it's probably completely unavoidable because this is Planet Coaster being Planet Coaster, but you can see the dormer windows kind of clipping through.
Yeah.
Oh, on the inside, you mean?
Yeah.
Whatever.
It's
That's
gonna
not a big
happen, right?
Yeah. Planet Coaster will be Planet Coaster, unfortunately. It's impossible to make everything perfect.
But we'll try.
Yeah, it's not a Q. It's a John. It's a John Delancey. That's what it is.
An Alarak?
Also, just like I don't know why, but the theming of this coaster is bringing me back to like little cartoons that I used to watch when I was a little kid, and it's making me nostalgic, and I don't know why.
For what?
I don't know.
See, for me,
Just like
it's
little-
reminding me of like the first WoW cinematic with the undead by the windmill, and that's definitely not a kid-friendly thing.
I mean, it's
Leave it to Billy to make a WoW reference on a Planet Coaster stream.
I mean,
Guys, I've been playing World of Warcraft for 12 years, okay?
no, I mean it's. I think it's taking me back to like things like nursery rhymes and
Oh,
shit. Because
yeah.
I used to have
Did you
like
find
the sheep. Yeah, I found the sheep.
Okay, cool. Yeah, they're pretty cute. They look like little Lego sheep. Yeah,
Yeah.
just the coaster itself is incredible. It's sort of the centerpiece of the park, really. I mean,
Currently,
I don't know
yeah.
if I don't know if that was intentional, or if it's supposed to be like forever, but
It's
just-
definitely it's definitely
it's-
this park's Matterhorn.
Well,
Yeah,
if you think about it, you know, if we were to consider this a village, that's the wheat farm. That's basically the source of all the food.
yeah, I'd say that's the most important part of the city. It's very prominent. Like sightlines were obviously taken into account. I wonder if he actually did any sketches or pre-production before he started, or if he just started like molding stuff, because just how the windmill is framed by the walkway and the fountain and then the waterfall and like the the lift hill up at the angle that it is, like everything looks like it was very appropriately planned.
Yeah,
It's really good.
this park is very methodically thought out.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on to this kind of Inca area.
As we know, the
or
Mayan
Aztec.
Empire stretched all the way to northern Europe.
Yeah. That's because the aliens put them there, right?
No, seriously, this looks incredible.
Yeah, it looks really cool.
But no, I think I'm mildly scarred when it comes to anything Mayan because of the movie Apocalyptica. If you've ever seen that film,
Mm-mm.
it's like I would call it a horror film. It's like a like 3 hours, and it's one of the hardest movies I've ever seen to watch. But it's just about
You're
like
really selling it.
it's a really good movie, but it's fucking distressing.
I bet I can do really well at selling it. It's directed by Mel Gibson. Wait, what? No, I didn't want to say that.
He's got some really cool stuff in this area over here. Would you say this is like a Mayan area or an Incan area? Is that what we're calling it? These
Reminds me of
overhangs
the,
using the vines and the fairy tale fences are really cool.
or even the
That's a really cool
canopy
texture.
made of nothing but drapes.
Where is that? I'm looking for that.
It's kind of where it's a restaurant area. I just don't know how to really convey the
Also,
position between the two flaming towers.
I messed it up. The movie's called Apocalyptico. There's a band called Apocalyptica.
Now they're a great band.
Yeah, and it's
10 out of
actually
10 I would
directed by
listen
Mel
to.
Gibson.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You think I was lying?
I
Well, he
wasn't
would
sure. I
never
thought you just
lie.
pulled that one out of your ass, honestly.
No, it's directed by Mel Gibson. It was on the the pinnacle of his first controversy.
Yeah.
On the heels of it, rather.
His first controversy.
Have you seen that
But
movie?
yeah, they're the giant like canopies with just made out of nothing but drapes are just big and white.
Mm-hmm. No, this,
Oh, I found it. Oh, those. Oh, cool.
where is this? Oh, wait, shit, I see him.
Next to the big
Yeah.
pyramid thing. Yeah.
It's also a full restaurant too, seating on top, even down below too. And
Can we get a table? Do we have a reservation?
oh crap! I need to reserve them 2 months in advance, and I'm caught with my pants down here.
Oh, jeez.
This is reminding me of the Rainforest Cafe a little bit.
Yeah, with the just because there are probably flowers everywhere and just the theme in general.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's just-
I can see that. You
Yeah.
can hear water gently flowing in the background, and
It's like Rainforest Cafe was actually good.
I
Wait,
like
what?
the Rainforest Cafe. You bastard.
Who said that?
I mean, their food's way too expensive, but
Would you like a $15 burnt burger?
I don't know. It wasn't burnt, but okay.
No, my experiences have been kind of okay, you know.
It was a too expensive, decent food place. Also, what
Yeah.
about this table with like the flames in the middle?
It's a
is
fire
that where
pit.
you're supposed to cook your own food?
Maybe that. Oh, maybe that's a really expensive table where they cook the steak in front of you.
Where is that, by the way?
Or
They're inside the towers.
where they commence the human sacrifices. One of the two.
Also love the detail with the overhanging ropes and drapes too above
Yeah.
those tables.
Should we look at this park at night?
That's a good idea.
Because I think we've just been staring at this during the day the entire time.
Yeah, it was
It's
pretty
pretty
lit,
well.
fam.
It is pretty lit.
I've seen a lot of lamps, so I was like, we should probably look at this at night.
Yeah, there's some nice custom lanterns in this park. This game has a night mode? Yeah. What's up, Artino?
Man.
Though I will say the parking lot seems way better lit than the park itself.
Yeah, there's a lot of
Oh,
like,
you don't want to have an accident or anything.
there's a lot of dark spots in the park. The dark zones.
It's atmosphere. It's atmospherically lit.
No, it's just dark. Like, there's just large chunks of the lighting. Let's turn the lights back on.
Yeah, I think lighting could definitely be worked on more, especially on the
On the-
island with the coaster and the
Yeah.
windmill. Like, that could definitely have some lighting. It actually has like zero lighting.
Yeah, I think that's one thing that I would really like to see worked on. Like, a lot of bigger theme parks are just completely illuminated at night. Like, everything is lit up because you've got stuff everywhere that you want people to see. So I look forward to seeing this thing completely covered in lights at some point, hopefully.
The tricky thing with, especially in this game with lighting, is that all the default light sources, like your typical lanterns and lamps and like the ones that
very
you think
weak.
that would work,
I think that's what you're about to say.
well, they're not. They're actually too strong. They expel too much
which
light.
ones?
Like the in the building section, those lamps and such.
Really? I found them to be a little bit too weak.
Well, they're kind of a weird light where the color overpowers. So what I ended up having to do was disable those triggers and then work on a different light source, like a box light or
I
those
do like
monsters
to put
lanterns
the,
have been awesome actually.
Monsters
Those
Lanterns,
are
really?
really cool because the monsters lanterns are really cool because they have like this cone effect on the light. Like it's a cone texture like with alpha on it. So it looks like the light is actually shining out of the light. It's really
They're
cool.
also fairly, especially the one lantern is very dim, so you can have a lot of them and not like completely wash out
Yeah.
an object.
I do like to put those like the floodlights or the area lights like under the ground.
Yeah, those are fine.
And then, and then have other lights that look like they're the actual light. Yeah.
But yeah, lighting is really it's a challenge in this game.
You
I
know-
mean, you can do amazing things with it, but it's tough.
Can I just comment that this is the only video game where you can go from talking about roller coasters to Monsters Lanterns
Yep.
in one
And
sentence?
World of Warcraft.
And yeah, well, that's irrelevant. But yeah, no,
For now.
Fragged, there is a DLC in this game that's just a bunch of stuff from the Monsters. So
I'm
I'm
pretty
gonna-
interested to see what's going to go on with this log flume here. There's
There's a lot of interior that's unfinished.
a
Yeah.
lot going on in this log flume. The actual train goes under the log flume inside this temple thing, and there's pathing in here, and the log flume drives around it inside. I imagine he has a plan for this. I'm pretty interested to know what that plan is.
yeah,
I think he's just gonna leave it as is. You know.
This ride looks like it's like a month-long project to do. Like,
Yeah, that looks like an undertaking. It's also got the
That's
train
a
running
neat
through
ticket.
there. There's
That's
also
what I'm saying. The train runs. There's train and pathing inside the temple, and then the log flume too. I'm really curious to see what the plan
And
is for
then
that.
there's territory marked or ground broken for another area next to the wooden coaster.
It would be pretty badass to have a restaurant inside this temple. I know he's got a lot of
Ooh.
restaurants already.
I mean,
But
there's
then have
already
a
kind of
restaurant like
a
around the log flume and stuff. That'd
there's
be
already
pretty
kind of a
badass.
restaurant like right next to the temple. Also,
Yeah, there's restaurants everywhere. Yeah.
dude in a onesie, the log flumes are really slow, so it would take forever.
One thing that's going to be hard is I'm sure this can be fixed too, is that the log flume intersects a lot with the pyramid.
Also, this plane is pretty cool. Good morning, sleepyhead. This plane has no pilot. I don't think.
You don't need one. It's a drone.
I think he's got to rebuild these sections of the pyramid with
Blind. It is the current
windows or
year.
something.
It is the current year. You can automate a plane.
I wonder if he's planning on deleting the log flume and redoing it as with the water coaster instead.
Ooh, that could be.
And maybe that's
Ooh.
why
That'd
he
actually
hasn't
be way
gone
cooler,
in a lot of
actually.
detail. Yeah, I wonder. Maybe he saw that was announced and he was like, oh, screw this log flume thing. I'm going to delete it and remake it.
Yeah.
It's really cool, though.
I can't wait for the water coaster, to be honest with you. Now, I feel like we could look at this all day, and we've been on this park for about 40 minutes. But this,
Damn.
do we have any?
Minerals, right? Uthris does gray boxing, so he like builds the whole building in concrete, and then
Oh.
he'll pull off a concrete piece and decorate those pieces, and then rebuild the building with the Lego pieces instead. So he knows where all the sight lines are going to be, and everything's all blocked off and boxed out pretty nicely, but with zero detail at all. And then
Makes
he goes in
sense.
and puts in the details. Yeah.
Seems like a smart way of doing it.
Yeah, he's got some videos on how to do the technique and stuff on his YouTube.
I feel like I've
Pretty-
seen those.
Pretty informative.
Been a while though.
And where is this YouTube channel?
Hang on. Cleve, do you want to grab that? I'm driving. It's
I'll
up
do
to
it.
you
I'll-
this time. Type. But yeah, no, this thing is beautiful. And I genuinely just hope that he's able to finish it, because there's a lot here. There's a lot that needs to be done too.
Yeah, I'm happy he was confident enough in what he had so far to be able to share it with us. Thank you.
Even if it had like a quarter of what he had, it would still be plenty, you know?
I mean, I would have been interested just to see the parking lot just done. I mean, that'd have been cool in
Yeah.
itself.
Absolutely.
Yep. I just realized there's this
so
giant like paved area like right by the entrance that is just completely bare.
yeah, that's
that
the
you know
staff
there's.
parking lot.
Oh, okay, that is the
I'm
okay.
positive that's going to be a staff parking lot. Like, it's set up so
Parking lot.
Yeah, it is. It's a
well for that.
really good backstage.
So even though we're talking about how we're so far from the park, there's a train station set up to be like right next to the parking lot, basically. And so there could definitely be park next to the parking lot, but there may not be an entranceway over there.
It could be multiple entrances. There's multiple ways into Disney World and Disneyland, you know?
Yeah, that's definitely a possibility.
Like through the Moleman tunnels.
Sure. We'll go with that. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Well, that's more applicable to Disney World, but
Yeah, well, I mean,
All right, so
there's like 3 different main entrances to Disneyland, so I've never been to Disney World, so.
the next thing we have is the quintuple coaster by Slice of Pie.
The quintuple coaster.
yep.
You know, I like to pretend that I'm getting to know the people who submit stuff to us, and that sounds like something that Pi would make.
Mm-hmm.
We kind of hinted at it not too long ago, so
Did he? Okay, I guess that one went right over my head.
well, you'll
It's
see
called
it.
Hydra Quintuple Coaster.
That was Eutheris's park, Archangels. You can find him.
No, that's
right.
Billy. That's Billy Pine Odyssey.
Now you're a
Not
forger.
quite.
Just taking credit for everything. This is also your Twitch channel, right?
Yeah, and You can definitely hit up my YouTube at youtube.com/user/Uthris.
Where did it go? Oh, there we go. Quintuple coaster, Hydra, that thing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's
Oh
why.
man, my frame rate is so high in this park.
So this is
My frame
a
rate is so high right
quintuple
now.
coaster. It's a 5 coaster racer.
I think
Can't
4.
really speak to the quality of the coaster itself, but it's pretty awesome looking.
So
Which
this
track
is
are you guys gonna ride?
something.
One thing I'd love to see is the tracks being different colors from each other.
just like giant
That was
rainbow.
intentional. Well, no, I mean, make a palette and go and
I think even just different shades of orange, you know.
yeah, different shades.
This is funny to me because I am just like completely intimidated by making a dueling coaster, let alone this crab. Okay, well, they're all open. When do they go? Oh, so yeah, the
Yeah, you
supports,
have
man.
to wait.
Look at the supports.
Okay, since they're probably synced, if you're gonna test, you probably have to.
Test them all.
Well,
them
the
all
park's
on
open.
test.
You just have to wait for people to show up.
Just have to wait for people.
I'm not doing
yeah.
that.
Yeah, I'm just.
I guess it is 5 coasters. I thought it was
Test.
4. I can't count. I can't read.
That would be a
either.
quad coaster, Billy. That'd be a quad coaster.
That is the troll. I mean, that's the joke. Is you make a quintuple coaster and only build 4 coasters.
I think I broke it. 'Cause 3 of them went. Stop.
Really? And mine, all 5 go.
Stop. Okay, let's try this again.
Yeah, all 5 of mine are going.
Now
too.
the other. Okay, now the other 2 are going. This is frustrating. Go back. Go back. Okay.
You gotta pause the game, then
Oh,
then test everything.
derp. Thanks, man. I feel like an idiot now. I've played this game before.
I feel
Yeah, I
like the
broke it,
opening to the
Phaser, dude.
coasters is really strong. Like,
Which one do I
first
ride first?
The first half of it looks. The middle one is the one that does the loop, on the entrance.
Yeah,
off
with
of
the
left hill, I mean.
with the lift hill,
We'll
there's
go
just
left
this
to
really
right.
good feeling of suspense.
Yeah, the beginning, the first half of the coasters seems really good. It sort of loses it after the brake run. It's just sort of turns into spaghetti.
I mean, to be fair, with the amount of roller coaster you have here, it's kind of hard to not turn them into spaghetti.
No, I get it. It's just
Spaghetti. They all kind of meet up at the mid-section break, but
yeah, they come back together at the midpoint, pretty close to each other. I mean, it's not 100%, but I mean it's probably hard to make it 100%. Also, there's a giant Hydra thing.
that was the hint, by the way.
Yeah, there's a giant 5-headed Hydra thing, and just by the entrance. Yeah, by the entrance to the queue.
It's also a really smooth ride.
Which one?
I think all of them.
Do off
Did we
ride?
kill
What do you
Buzz?
mean?
Oh, there we go.
No, I was
Yeah,
just
this is-
watching the ride.
Yeah, this definitely is the Hydra from the I think 2 spotlights ago.
Oh,
Oh, is it?
wait, where did he
Yeah.
put it? Oh, I see it. Got it. Yep, that is
Definitely because there is that one with the
It has-
derpy face.
It has a body now.
I do remember seeing something like that. Yeah.
Those are sent in, yeah. Okay, we're just gonna watch them race then.
I like what he did with the curved ramp too. Just there's a nice wall around it.
Well, I guess the one on the far
hard to
left
do.
wins. The one on the far right loses, hands down. Okay, let's
It's
try
not
it.
about the race. It's about how many Greek people you can kill along the way. Because the Hydra is a Greek monster.
Yeah.
It looks really cool. It's pretty well themed. The stations are pretty cool.
I'd ride it. I'd ride all
Couple
5
stations
trains of
are
it.
Pretty sweet.
Has that rewritability, right?
Yeah.
Move over, Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout.
Don't even talk to me about that ride.
Just the logistics of lining up 5 coasters together and having the pathing and stuff.
Yeah.
All from one point. Pretty cool.
I also like the station theming. Like, it's simple, but it gets the point across.
Yeah, the double stations look pretty good.
Okay, now we're doing the middle one.
It's also nice that it's a case where the station doesn't detract away from the majesty of 5 coasters moving fairly synchronized, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Don't tell the Persians. Also, where's Hercules?
He ain't no Spartan. Hercules is just a dirty punk.
Then, I mean, doesn't he fight the Hydra?
Actually, I don't know. I know that he does.
Pretty sure
in the
he fights
Disney
the Hydra.
cartoon. I just don't know about the actual myth.
I've
Yeah,
never
remember
actually
actual
seen the cartoon.
Hercules.
I've never seen the Disney Hercules.
It's quite good.
But how do you know who put the in Gladiator?
I don't, actually.
Well, it's Achilles.
We need to stop doing this show. Like, I get all my laughs up for the week and then I'm unable to laugh for 2 weeks. Did he not fight a Hydra? I swear to God he fought a Hydra. I need to look this up now.
I think Captain America fought Hydra, but I'm not sure.
I mean, yes, but different Hydra? Yeah, he fights a goddamn Hydra. Even in the silly cartoon.
Jarl with the save.
Got it. So this is it's pretty cool. It's a quintuple coaster.
I'm almost.
Slice of pie.
I've got 2 tracks left.
Oh, we're still riding? Okay.
Yeah, I'm still riding. I don't know what you're doing.
I'm just doing overhead views
I'm
of
just looking at
the
it.
cars. It's kind of hypnotizing watching them all move like worms.
Thanks, Archangel. Yeah, no, this is fun. I'm having fun just riding these and seeing all the trains from the different angles every time you go on it. Because racing rides, you know, everybody's gonna be around the same spot every time, right?
Now, would it be too much to ask to add maybe 4 more coasters?
Why?
Uh-oh. Riders per
Definitely
minute?
Wait, you mean 4 more like trains or 4 more tracks?
Tracks.
Yeah, like literally 4 more coasters. Why not 5 more? Why'd we stop at 4?
This to me is really interesting because Roller Coaster
Why don't we make
Tycoon,
it a deca-coaster?
like 2 and 3, that was always the thing. It's like, okay, how many tracks can I get into one dueling coaster? And I have seen very, very, very little of that in Planet Coaster because it's so hard to make work. Because everything is...
if there's a limit on sinking, it's pretty high.
Okay. I mean, I thought it was... I'm pretty sure Adfo's right. I think it's 7. That sounds right. Like, I remember seeing...
7? That's such a number.
I remember seeing this feature being implemented, and then a post on the subreddit just basically saying, "Oh my God, it's just gonna be dueling coasters from here to hell and back." And I think I saw one.
It's like you said, it's tough. It was easier to do it when everything was grid based and you can do things
Yep.
very accurately, very easily. You can probably still do quite
Yeah,
a
but I
bit
did
if
a
you
thing for
were
you.
to angle snap a lot. Did a thing what?
I did a thing for you. Hold on.
Oh, what?
I'm scared.
This is just for Billy.
Yeah, I agree. Middle track's my fave, too. So, are we gonna start the middle track fan club now? Well. So now that Billy is silent and Cleve is doing a thing.
I just don't know what he's doing.
Yeah, me neither. If I could complain about anything, the supports get a little silly. Maybe find some way of custom supporting that first drop.
Yeah, there's that one on the I guess it's a dive loop. Yeah, it's a dive loop. There's one that's barely supported at all on the hill.
I put it in shot for you, Billy.
What did you do?
I don't
I
get it.
copied all the coasters, dude.
Oh my god.
Rotate it and then put them all next to each other.
He made more coasters.
Well, that's one way to do it.
You asked for it.
Yep.
I sure did.
I also really like this entrance here. I don't know if you've looked at this, but it's all of the pathways like crammed together into one big pathway. So it's actually like 4 pathways or 5 pathways, but they're all just crammed together, and then they split off at a point onto their own thing. So over here, it looks like it's just one pathway with just a bunch of people like standing at entrances, but actually, it's just a whole bunch of little pathways. Like if I
mean, that's how dueling coasters should be, to be honest. I kind of wish you could fork queue paths like that.
yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
I'm destroying it now. It's
I'm looking at the
just a
an
bunch of little
entrance path
pathways.
with all the queue attendants, and I didn't never notice this because I never play the game unpaused. I never noticed that when the rides close, they shake their hands and be like, "Nope, can't go through."
Yeah,
go
all
in.
the
Yeah,
awesome
if
little
they're not
details
connected
that
to a
you're
ride,
missing
too.
out on. All of
I just
the
don't like it
awesome-
when I'm working on a ride and it says like, "Oh yeah, it's year 2," or a park and it says like, "Oh yeah, year 300."
Yeah, no, I know that feeling. All right, so what do we have up here next? Can we get another link to that one? To Hydra. Man, we're making good time
Make
here.
sure
We're
to
an
hail
hour
it.
in. Hail
The next
Hydra.
one is Lulubert's.
Our
Dimension.
good time is gone now, in terms of like
Good time?
timing, that is.
Dude, we've made
It's a long ride.
this is the most time I think we've put into 2 parks ever.
Well, it's gonna get worse.
I know. So to those of you who don't know what this is, Lily Burt made a 17-minute long ride. Like, it's in the title. 17 minutes of spooky dark ride. Chad, are you guys ready to go on a journey of 17 minutes of spooky dark ride? I just want to make sure he had no custom scenery or anything for this, does he?
No billboards or anything like that.
Okay, 'cause I didn't see any download clicks.
The only thing is
Yeah.
the only thing is just that he uses the spooky pack sounds. If you don't have that, they'll probably glitch out.
And just to anybody who hasn't yet, help us bring some more folks in here and retweet this tweet. And if you haven't, maybe post on social media about this. Always bring people in. If you want to get stuff submitted for next time, there's always going to be a submission link pinned on my Twitter. And I kind of never take it down. So even if we haven't like reposted it for the next one, you can still submit stuff and we'll just kind of cycle it into the next one. It's fine.
So I will say that I have written this already. Just when Lullabert released it, I'm like, oh, I'll check it out.
I'll crank the sounds. Yeah.
It's actually really cool, but it is 17 minutes long.
I like how he timed it.
Well, I don't know if I can fit this into my schedule, guys.
Okay, well, you go on your
Oh.
lunch break, mister. I work for a union, and we will sit through this.
Not sure if he timed it. It's just a case where you can do the see the duration in the results.
Yeah, but
Yeah, the game times it for you. You don't have to time it.
Also, don't look at the park file. Just go straight for the ride.
yeah,
Don't tell me what to do.
yes, Mom. I mean, we don't want to ruin the. Oh, hey, there's only. This is perfect. There's only one car here. Excellent.
Yeah, it's set up perfectly for one car.
And make
Okay.
sure you brush your teeth. Your mother says so.
There's just screaming. Chat, let me know if I need to turn the volume up. Lilybert, you be the judge of this. I don't want to drown out the other two, so.
He says front bumper cam and don't move the camera at all.
Front bumper cam.
And don't move the camera.
I think my ride's open. Nope. Just sitting there.
chat's saying volume up, so I'm gonna turn the volume up. Yada yada yada. You're probably not gonna be able to hear Cleve or Billy, but that's okay.
There's not really loud noises in this, so it's probably fine.
Okay.
I think it's just more there's sounds associated with jump scares and stuff.
There was actually one jump scare that got me pretty good.
Really?
Now that I think about it, it was kind of a dumb jump scare.
We're gonna get on a ride now that is almost as long as an episode of anime. Spooky. Yeah, no spoilers, Billy. I agree.
Don't worry, I won't.
Have you ever seen horror films with a riff track? Because that's basically what this is. Or like a horror film with the dumb face cam in the corner. Hi, Chad.
And Jarl, I am your real mom.
What?
Ooh. Wait, what?
Now I'm really.
She said, Billy, you're not my real mom. In chat.
I saw that.
So I am hereby signing a thing saying that we should change the name of the show from the Schematics Spotlight to Mystery Roller Coaster Theater 3000.
We could.
Or Schematics Mystery Roller Coaster Theater 3000.
As I say, like I have any input in changing the name.
Okay, that's cool. Keep out. It says beep. It looks like it says beep out. I know it says keep out, but it looks like beep out.
So I think that's actually what kind of scared me because I had my volume up really loud and there was like an explosion with it.
What?
Like I said, it was kind of a dumb jump scare.
Oh man, I've seen some of this ride before. I was watching a stream a couple months back, and he showed us what he had so far.
I remember this pirate section. I've seen this before.
Yeah.
Now this is just kind of a question for Lilybird. Did you ever finish Lilyland or? Yeah, we pirates now, man.
This ride is in Lily World. That's part of it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I mean, this isn't the save file for that. I think this is.
How?
Everything else is just deleted.
Well, most of it's underground. So.
It's all underground.
Oh, so he deleted everything from Lily World and just.
Right.
Good God. Lilybird, you're nuts. What's the frame rate on Lily World? Like, a frame?
It's at least 2.
We're Pirates
It's
of the Caribbean now.
It's Microsoft PowerPoint Plus. You get 2 frames per second instead of just 1.
That almost got me, actually.
The Kraken?
Yeah,
It was pretty cool.
it was pretty cool.
About 5 seconds ahead of you.
I like this mouth thing. The jungle inside of it's cool. Oh. Poor burning pirate.
Wondering in chat, this is 800 plus hours of work.
On this
Yeah,
one
I've been working
ride?
on it for like
On
6
the
months.
Ride. Yeah.
I think I've seen screenshots of this. You know how you were saying something about Disney ride into a blender? I don't think that Disney would build this.
Well, some Imagineer would. Put all the entertainers.
Probably,
I also love how we did this with the entertainers. Dejected because we're fired and can't escape.
Oh no, not the princess!
This is really cool. Oh man, I don't want to spoil anything, but that's awesome.
I don't want to spoil anything, but we're about to see something really cool. Okay, good to know.
Yeah.
Were you referring to the giant skull hand holding a ball of fire?
Yeah, holding the ball of fire. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Why doesn't this have like 2,000 downloads on the workshop?
It was #1, I think, for a while.
It better have like 2,000.
It was on the top of the most popular for a while.
Okay. I feel like
Oh, I
when I
forgot
clicked
about
on
this
it, it
part.
didn't have that much.
You'll know it when you see it.
I'll know it when I see it. Okay. Why is there goats humping? Is this a BillyMFmays project?
No.
No. Okay. Oh. I'm sorry, dude. That's sound effect, though. Okay, you do have 2,000 celebs? Good. Good. Also, running over that pirate is great.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. This is the part that I saw him working on last time I saw this. This is quite awesome.
I love the guillotines.
Again, just how he uses the entertainers and their emotional states.
Those
is
poor
really
entertainers.
creative.
The way he tortures the poor employees that he's not paying enough. Okay, I've seen this before too. I've seen screenshots of this.
Welcome to hell.
That's my thing.
Well, then you gotta enforce your copyright, I suppose.
I guess so.
So why do you want to sue Lullabert? Well, he did this thing in Planet Coaster. Say no more. Guilty.
Exactly. Happy Halloween, motherfuckers. Is this actually just Mr. Bones' Wild Ride 2.0?
I don't think it's as long.
I mean, it's not. I love this. This is so cute.
Mr. Bones' Wild Ride. This is actually a fun wild ride.
I mean, Mr. Bones' Wild Ride is fun.
For who?
Person watching?
Yes, suffer more, my guests, and ride the wild ride. Yes.
We're in the belly of the beast.
It's cold in the beast.
He's got a cold heart. What can I say?
And stomach, esophagus too.
And lower intestine, upper intestine.
It's all frozen in here. In fact, we might just be in a TV dinner.
I think he has a cold. Should get him some, Oh, that poor pirate! Is this what it looks like to be digested?
Yeah, it's like hypothermia, you know?
Uh-huh.
You know, if you have a really tall guy on that bridge, you're gonna be in for a bad time.
I don't know who first made those diamonds, but I see so many people making, like, these gem things. They look so cool.
It's pretty simple too. It's just the the cubic pyramid on top of
Whoa.
a rectangular block.
He does indeed have frostbite. I love what he's doing with these lamps. I might actually steal that. Oh.
Wait till you see the thing after that.
What the? What is that?
It's a grimace.
Oh no, it froze. Okay, we're back. I don't know what a grimace is.
It's a thing from McDonald's.
McDonald's? Purple?
Oh, that
Yeah, he
thing.
steals milkshakes.
Is that his name? Oh. Well, the more you know.
This is ridiculous.
I don't think.
Redonkulous.
The discipline that it takes to make an entire ride like this is pretty awesome.
Cause I feel like me or Cleve would get bored halfway through and just like throw it out the window and be like, fuck it!
Pretty much. Like, to continue up the level of quality on everything for so
Yeah.
long.
At some point I would start copy pasting buildings and
Well, it helps too, and you see it throughout the ride, is it just shifts in scene and variety and
Yeah.
theme, so you can just kind of keep it fresh.
I'm pretty sure Frontier has seen this. Although they wouldn't be able to show it on their live stream because they only give each item like 10 seconds.
Well, they only get like an hour or two to stream.
That is true. This is why the Schematics Workshop Spotlight is the superior spotlight, right?
We do 6 hours of
We just keep going.
continuous spotlight coverage.
This never ends. This spotlight that never ends.
Tune in for the 24-hour Extra Life Community Spotlight.
We could probably do that. Cleve wouldn't want to, but we could probably do that.
You basically just show the entire workshop for Planet Coaster.
You know, if we could get enough submissions, I would be down to do a 12-hour spotlight. Could have like a bunch of guests on. We're starting to get off topic because we've just been like. I'm sure
It's
that
a
we.
long ride.
I'm sure we could get enough guests on to cover a, like a. Okay, that's bloody cool. Maybe not 24 hours, but 12 hours. Could do it for Extra Life or something. We could
Which
reach
is
out to
this
a lot of
weekend.
people. No! I have to work. Okay, now what is this? Are we still inside of this monster's mouth?
I don't know, but I like these little spiders though.
I do
I like how
too.
he uses the lamps actually for eyes.
Is that what those
gives
are?
them a weird. Yeah, they're the like the little cast iron lamps.
This is making me uneasy. I don't know why. These walls are giving me tingles, and it's bad.
Just don't think of them as like barky thorns. Think of them as
Stop.
like slimy tendrils.
No, that's not where I was going at all, actually.
I don't know where you were going with that.
Not slimy tendrils.
Fingers?
Who was the builder for this particular ride? Lulibird. He's in chat. Monster Gaming. Also, hi Tatanka. What's up, dude? Also, to anybody who's just tuning in, this is the Planet Coaster Workshop Spotlight, hosted by Schematics Team. If you want to see more about Schematics Team, type in !Schematics into chat. These were submitted to us via Reddit and the forum on my Twitter profile. That is fire in the jungle, and that took wait. My eyebrows are gone now. I don't need that.
Well, welcome. We got fun and games. We got everything you want.
Schematics.
I don't know the rest. I don't know the rest of the words. I just kind of mumble at that point when singing along to Guns N' Roses.
I think it's just consistency, Lestria. Not necessarily too much time. I think it's just consistency.
Well, it's also too much time.
Well, you know, you have 3 hours of free time a day. It's going to take you 800 hours to build the ride. You're just going to be at it for a bit. Get it done eventually. It's now an Atari game. You're not wrong. Dude, yeah, no, this is like half of my commute in length. Now we're
I don't know if that's the same song to Tonka.
All of a sudden, this is starting to feel like something that BillyMFmays made.
Yeah, I don't know what came first actually.
So
Probably this. This took way too long.
did Cleve just like up and leave? Where did he go?
No, I'm here. I'm just watching the ride.
Okay.
He's wanting us to shut
I don't
up.
want to comment because I'm
I've seen it.
enjoying the ride. This is incredible. I'm just...
Okay, I think we've finally reached the point in the timeline where the Halloween DLC was out.
Wait, there's Halloween DLC?
The spooky DLC.
Never heard of it.
Weird.
It's almost done, Mineral. Like under a minute to go.
Yeah, we're at the ramp, so.
Yeah, we're going back up. Now back into the station.
That's kind of what I was thinking.
I didn't leave Adfo, but I like mentally turned off my brain. Like.
We just gotta kind of have to relax a little bit.
Are you kidding? Doing a 12-hour showcase would be the easiest stream you've ever done.
So like the unfortunate thing, if I had to give one criticism, it's like its biggest strength is also its biggest weakness, and that is the length.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen like 3 to 4 minute rides that are much more impressive in every scene than this, but the scale of this is insane.
Yeah.
You know?
You gotta appreciate the scale. But there are rides that are even longer than this in real life. Like, if you want to go on Ellen's Energy Adventure, that's a 50-minute ride.
Wait, really?
Yep.
Oh.
Which is why it's gone pretty much. It is the I'm gonna fall asleep for a little bit ride.
It's a good pack, Atomic. It's absolutely worth it. Like, there's a lot of stuff in there that's very multi-purpose. Also, I love how the employee, I didn't notice this the first time, but the employee's just, like, in prison. And it says, do not feed in front of him.
Well, I fed him, so...
But what?
Well, I fed him, a couple of peanuts.
I like how you're ashamed. I pull a peanut.
Yeah, this is part of Lily World.
Maybe a fun-sized Snickers bar. Which also has peanuts in it.
How big is that ride?
It's pretty big.
I need to click on it and find out. Yeah, that was 17 minutes.
Actually, it's not as big as I thought, you know, when I look at it.
It's just really slow. Oh, there's the spot where it pops out. There's the outdoors section.
It's not the whole map.
I can dig it up if you want, chat. Well, okay, I'm sorry, Lilybert. Hey, Red Honda.
Just use no clip, you monster.
Yeah, I'm absolutely a monster. And I take pride in it, okay?
Some kid digging in the sandbox and then just coming across, just getting his hands covered in the cat poop.
This is a fucking sandbox game. I can dig in whatever I want.
I don't even know what my favorite part of this ride is. It might be the pirate room.
I like the pirate room too. And like all of the super metal, like church stuff.
And I really like the void room, the one with the star fields and the rock. But gee, you might think I have a bias towards that.
Why would I think that?
You'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see, right? Hey, I may be a slice of pie. Oh my god, I just filled it up with water. Well, oops.
Gee, you really are a monster.
The best part about this now is it's actually...
Well, now you turn into a water ride. It's what everybody wanted all this time.
Water doesn't exist in Planet Coaster, right? So it's not actually underwater. There's just a water film over the top. Okay, well, I'm done. That was cool. I was expecting the water to disappear, not fill the whole thing up. Yeah, I did go looking for the roller coaster, and I did break it. I did. Okay, well, anyway, that is amazing. If you missed that,
amazing
atmosphere. Well done.
Download it. There's a link somewhere in chat.
I linked it twice. I'll link it a third time.
That's badass. Absolutely badass, Lily.
Great job, Lilibert.
Okay, let's see. What do we have here next? Also, to be fair, when I've been talking about like super long streams, I've been streaming 10 to 15 hours a day. So, like, I'm in the middle of that grind.
They say blind is actually half Twitch stream.
I'm more than half to Twitch stream some days. Okay, what are we doing next here?
Yawning. The next one is called Althermere Mordair.
Okay, now this is another ride that you just have to hop on and ride right the fuck away. So this is another dark ride, but I actually kind of love the aesthetic of this. Have you seen this one yet, Billy?
I have not.
Okay. Billy's gonna like this one. Make sure that you write it at 6:30. I think it's 6:30 p.m. There's very specific
It's already set.
instructions. There's very specific instructions, and I think the guy wrote his own music for it too.
What I'm trying to find is the right. It's there. It is.
So he said to pause it and get into the entrance. So just look at this entrance. It's like this little gas station. Check that out. It's badass, right? I know, right, Mineral?
Man, this gas is expensive.
Let's just get back to the beginning. Mild spoilers. It's fine. There we go.
Is this the one with custom music again, or is that another one?
Yeah, this one has custom music.
Okay.
It's very, very pretty, but it's also unnerving because of the music. Okay. Let's just make sure that the music here is right. I'm just gonna do a real quick save.
Yeah, same. Yep, that's right.
I just ghetto push play on the file and push the right at the same time.
There we go. Got it. Because if
Front bumper, you said?
just said no, just regular seat cam. Because it does the forced perspective stuff.
Got it.
Yeah, this ride is cool. And it's got custom music too, which is insane. It's gonna take a different turn from Firewatch.
Love the sideways rain.
I only just realized. Your destiny. It gets so much better, Pi. You've seen nothing.
Will you be my density?
Yes? You said density, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a Back to the Future reference,
It's from
which is
Jack.
another DLC.
We'll just
Billy, you
sell-
work for Frontier?
hashtag ad.
Who told you?
What? This ride makes me so happy we have no clip.
This is too spoopy for me.
Are you sure this isn't BillyMFmays level of stuff? Or is this too scary?
It's too spoopy.
don't know where you guys are at in the ride, but it's fucking incredible.
I know, right?
If I knew where I was at, I wouldn't be so spooked.
We just took a right after the big door, and there's bats.
Yeah, I'm there too.
Yeah, this ride is really, really, really building tension. It's really good.
I was wondering if there's a payoff.
I think there's a payoff.
The giant clown to the print bathroom is at the end.
God.
To his mouth.
Well, I might as well just uninstall Planet Coaster right now. I can't handle that.
Yeah. Okay. Is it whispering at me?
Yeah, it's whispering at you. It's doing the Hellblade thing.
It's telling me there's a 2-for-1 sale on mayonnaise. Gross.
I think I just finished the ride. That was so good. Whoa. Wow. That was great.
You're all going to die tonight.
I don't even know what to say.
So if you missed that, if you're only just tuning in, on the workshop page for this ride, which in my opinion should be one of the most downloaded of all time, seriously. The workshop page for this ride, you can see a fully synced video and everything. You can rewatch it.
I think the audio is pretty well, even.
I quit. I can't. I can't do better than that.
I don't think we'll ever see a better ride in this game.
I know, right,
I
Bear?
feel
Holy
well done.
I feel
shit!
pretty confident. I feel pretty confident in saying I don't think we will ever see a better ride in this game than this.
Like, that is insane.
I legit had a lot of tension and anticipation and fear during that ride.
Yeah,
That was really good.
like genuine fear.
Yeah, and it's all with in-game scenery.
Also, this is all one fucking grid.
The just the music, just the sounds, and just the in-game scenery.
How many
Just-
pieces are in this thing? It's mostly the music, honestly.
Yeah, the music is incredible at building.
It's
it.
only
The
11,000
stuff
pieces,
and
dude.
stuff.
Like, there's
Forgot the display sequencers off into the corner.
oh yeah, all of the display sequencers. They're all named: indoor circles, finale, forest circle, cross strobe.
I mean, don't get me wrong, this ride is incredible, but I do feel like there was a good build of attention, but the payoff wasn't really there still.
I don't
like to match.
You're all going to die tonight, and then you come back out. I don't know, man.
Maybe I've heard that line too many times when I'm walking down the street, but you know.
This is just a nightly occurrence for me. This is right. This is just a normal thing. That's not weird, right?
Yeah, you know, I'm used to it.
What was the story?
I just thought it was really good.
I think it was just a journey into insanity, like suicidal
Yeah,
thoughts.
this is really, no, it's very atmospheric. It has great tension build up.
You cycle
But-
around that rope for so long. That's definitely suicide to me.
But the I think in Planet Coaster though, it's really hard to do great payoff retention because there just aren't that many animate parts that you can
Yeah.
use except for like maybe a giant kraken that pops up as a jump scare. But
God, if there was a giant kraken at the end of that, I'd be out. I'm like, nope. No.
You need more tools to be able to do a payoff. You need to be able to stop the car. You need to be
yeah,
able to speed the car up and slow the car down.
yeah,
And yeah, we
definitely.
just need a little bit more animatronics. But as far as like with the sound effects and the music and stuff,
Oh yeah,
that's
top
peak.
notch.
That's peak.
Balliner
coastering
says that
right
that's
there.
just an average walk in Finland.
There's even like little details that are just throughout the environment that aren't really part of the ride. Like I see a mass grave.
Also, like, the soundtrack kind of gave me a, like, Stranger Things vibe, which I appreciate because I haven't seen the new season yet.
See, I haven't even started watching that show.
Fucking watch that show.
I'll just have to get around to it one day.
Watch
That's how
that.
the internet hates me in one sentence.
I mean, I don't hate you. I understand, but there's a lot of stuff to watch. But that's a good one. Well, shit. I'm not gonna dig it up. I don't want to ruin the magic. That ride is too good.
Wait, are there multiple rides?
Yeah, there's multiple rides, but the other one,
like-
the other one is just like road, I think.
I feel like there's track sequences. I was paying attention. I feel like I missed something because I'm looking around and I feel like there's a room where the ride's going through that I don't remember.
No.
I don't know. Maybe I'm losing it. Maybe I am insane.
Maybe the ride won.
Maybe those weren't people on the street telling me I'm gonna die tonight all this time.
Mr. Connor
Maybe
Wilson.
You are dead.
Mr. Connor Wilson, if you are pooping Stranger Things, you should go to a doctor.
So we have some more things to check out.
Yeah. Once again, if you fucking missed that, like, just look at it on the YouTube video because I'm not gonna spoil it if you just missed that. If you're just tuning in, because
Definitely
you
worth your time.
really need to see that. Just open it in a tab and watch it after. Here, I'll redrop the link into chat a couple times. Just get that because that thing's incredible. Like, how many downloads does this have right now? Yeah, it says 117 current subscribers. Like, that's absurd.
Just at least do 5 more, right?
Yeah, come on, we can get it like as at least a couple, like maybe 4.
Don't forget to rate.
And subscribe to
Comment and subscribe.
twitch.tv/blindIRL. What?
Well, I was gonna say rate the workshop item because it matters.
Yeah. I
So
know.
the next thing we've got is called The Grasping Void by
Rate it.
BillyMFmays. Never heard of him before.
Yeah,
but
who's
he's a
that
new-
guy?
I think he's a newcomer to the Planet Coaster scene.
Needs 5 stars, God.
Seems like a total turd.
That ride is good enough. I'm gonna leave it downloaded.
Sounds bad. Yeah, he sucks. Mineral. It's the worst. We did already actually look at this once on the spotlight.
Last week? 2 weeks ago.
It was last week.
Uh,
Well,
2
last,
weeks, yeah.
last spotlight. Yeah, but I think
It's done.
it's done now. Do you have it loaded up already, Blind?
I'm just unslipping from stuff. There we go.
The exterior looks really good. Nice job on the mountains.
Yeah, they got redone.
Yeah, it looks cool.
I managed to do everything on the list. I don't think there is something that I felt like, oh, I have to sacrifice this and not do it. Maybe just the
So-
entrance path, but I'm like, whatever.
I was told that I can actually like drive through this thing, and I don't need a flashlight anymore.
Yeah, now it's lit up, so you don't die in the dark. You might find your former selves who died in the dark, but
Wait, what?
yeah.
I'll let Blind find that little Easter egg, or if he doesn't find it, you can point it out for him.
Okay. Well, we've seen this entrance. We saw this entrance yesterday. Is it all lit up now? Like, is it done?
Yeah, it's done.
Okay.
Done.
Well, he's telling me that it's closed, so...
Is this the expected time that we're supposed to look at everything?
Yeah,
6 p.m.?
everything's set, so that time's locked in.
Billy, which direction should we go?
Well, you can all the signs are in Planco, so left is general queue, right is priority queue.
Am I priority or general? I'm going down
Did you
general.
did you pay the God? What price did I put there?
6 million Planco dollars.
Wasn't that bad. It's Yeah, did you pay the $5.50 for it?
Shit's not my soul? Okay. I like the purple
Yeah,
lighting.
Thank you. I had an
550
issue.
to priority ride one ride, and there's no one else in the park. I think that's a scam.
Yeah, it could be.
No one
if
gets
someone's
off of the
dumb enough-
ride.
If someone's dumb enough, go ahead.
So how many hours have you put into this in the past week?
Well, the past week it's been like, especially over the weekend, it was like almost all day, and then the next day was just all day recording.
BillyMFmays? What? Arbitrary are you
Yeah.
even saying?
I'm a Mayo fiend.
The MF stands for a lot of things. Well,
When I saw you post this on Twitter, I downloaded it and I did the on ride. I didn't really look through everything. I'm doing an on ride again. The coaster itself is really fun. Like
Well-
independent of the scenery or anything like that. I think it's a fun coaster.
we're riding the coaster. Billy mindfucked Maze. I mean, sure.
Maybe.
I think when you started this project, your goal was to make a realistic indoor coaster, right? And then things just sort of escalated from there.
Hold on.
Well, when I started this project, I just wanted to make mountains.
Yeah. I want to make a mountain, and then this is what the result was.
It's the dark humanity that is Billy. Okay, I'm just gonna turn down the volume a bunch. There we go.
Oh, it's cool. You have a transfer track with the Planko door.
I remember you saying something about
everything.
realism, like realism was also a goal, right?
I wanted to make sure the G-forces were in a realistic range to where it wouldn't be dangerous. You know, because
The rest of the ride is dangerous.
G's. Yeah, you know, it's actually completely safe. There's the foot choppers, as they call them, inverts. They're placed pretty well.
What about like the electricity and the fire everywhere?
It's artificial.
Okay.
You know.
It's fake fire.
Yeah, it's just special. It's just holograms. That's what they usually say, right?
It's just holograms.
It's a VR coaster.
I mean, it could be.
This is really great, Billy. I mean, I had no criticism last time we looked at this, and
It was just, hey, I want to
It's
see
held
this
out.
done, and now
Well,
it's done.
I think the main criticism is it's too dark.
I couldn't see anything. That was the problem. No, I wasn't that I couldn't see anything, but there were some hallways that were really, really dark, like the approach into the station and stuff from the queue. But
I think my
Yeah,
main
those-
criticism is it's too hard to see stuff from the coaster. Like you've got so many
Yeah,
amazing details, and a lot of them are almost wasted because
So what I learned is don't do an invert for this kind of ride, because your perspective is never going to be up.
yeah.
yeah,
And I was building up, and I couldn't stop myself from building up because building down just isn't that fun.
Yeah.
the
Fog. You have to go look at the ride we looked at before. Sorry.
Just great job though. The exteriors are really nice. The detail on these pieces is really good.
It
Yeah.
took so long to plant these damn trees.
Well, planting them's easy. You had to wait for them to grow.
Yeah.
It took so long. Yeah.
Just doing a little fly through.
I like how the higher trees up on the elevation have snow. Just that little BillyMFmays detail, you know.
Yeah, it only cost your park about $12 billion to get this thing constructed.
Only about $12 billion.
I guess that makes the fast pass at 550 seem pretty tame in
Yeah, I actually had an issue when I opened this park, I think up to about 700 guests when just, on my own. And the ride moved too efficiently for fast pass to really be valuable.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, it's not too dark anymore. Fair. It was too dark before. We looked at it last time, and there were parts that didn't have lighting. There are also
okay, I
rooms
love this
that
fast
weren't
pass
done.
line.
Yeah, the fast pass line wasn't done yet. And
This
is
fast
great.
pass
I
line
remember
is
watching
awesome.
this.
There's just like bits
Yeah,
of a
and then-
giant spider hanging from the wall, if that's what that's
Well,
supposed
yeah.
to be.
Yeah, and then you go later in the ride and you see these drider creatures, you know.
Oh, hey, there's a lady waiting in the fast pass. Oh, wait, never mind. That's actually just an employee.
Yeah, she's kind of sitting there.
It's kind of lonely. Like looking at her feet.
Think like I hate to say it, like the most impressive thing I find about this whole build is the boiler in the fast pass room.
It's the boiler in the fast pass room.
The goo boiler.
Well, it's not a goo boiler; it's just a boiler.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Like the furnace thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought you meant
Oh.
the vats of goo.
I was
Yeah.
just really proud of it. I don't
Oh.
know why. It's just
That-
nice.
That's where
That's awesome.
that's where they bake the human meat pies, right?
Yeah, you know, or just try to get some central heating going. You know.
it's cold near in the winter, you know. You gotta keep those endless
yeah,
dark
we're in this-
voids
we're in this-
nice and warm.
Yeah,
How the
it's
hell did
this-
you make this goo?
Which goo? Oh, the icicles. You recolor them.
No, in the bin. Like,
Oh, that's an art shape.
oh really? Huh.
Or sorry, it's not an art shape. It's strawberry cream confectionery pieces.
Wait, in what bin?
He's
And
got
then just
he's got a
the
barrel
drips
full
are
of
the,
goo. He's got a
The
barrel
drips
full
are
of goo.
just icicles, just tilted a little bit.
What?
Oh, we're looking at the same thing. I just wasn't sure what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, it is
that's
a
cool.
strawberry confection.
It's so great that they can be recolored, right?
You just make something super disturbing out of candy. Because why not?
Hey, diabetes is a serious thing, all right?
Also, those rope fence poles are amazing.
Yeah, like I know it's just simple, like just iron hangers and all that, but I was like I was trying to get inspiration for this. I'm watching like Tony Baxter interviews about the Haunted Mansion, and they were talking about like how they had these really custom like designed railings or like these poles for the hand railings for the queue, and they put some on eBay and they were gone instantly. I'm like, I'll try to do something like that. Sadly, I can't really do a small bat,
Yeah.
but
They actually look really good. The first time I saw them, I thought it was like a hand and a skeleton. Like that's the vibe I'm getting. I don't know if that's what you were going for.
skeleton or spider
I still think
It's
this
a
is
spider too.
or something
I-
to catch your clothing in.
It looked
so
like
they
it looked like
tear.
it looked like a skeleton just like uncurling its fist, kind of. But yeah, now that you mentioned spider, I see spider too.
at some point somebody needs to make a haunted hospital in this game and just use the first aid doors with like the endless void behind it.
Yeah, it is, especially in the right conditions. It is very creepy.
Like this is actually the creepiest part of this entire ride
Well,
for me. It's just
I
like
actually had to I had to remove benches too in the waiting area by the gift shop because guests were sitting on them wrong. They were
Those-
sitting on them
Guests.
towards the wall.
these benches do look amazing, by the way.
And like some of the challenges that I kind of put on myself is don't use red. Of course, I have to use red for that item because they're just not recolorable.
Why not use red?
I feel like, I mean, red's fine, but it wasn't really the vibe I was going for, since this is more of a different type of horror. Also, like, red is kind of like the easy way to do, like, oh, it's really intense, scary horror. It's all blood, and I was kind of trying to avoid allusions to that to try to make horror, you know, as a challenge. The family-friendly horror, if you will.
So family friendly. Where are the fucking
Yeah.
goats?
There's actually two sets. So there's one in the general queue and one in the pretzel loop
Wait,
area.
what?
Oh wait, you don't know about that?
There's some fucking goats.
Well, it's the ones I made for you, Cleve.
There's
Oh, the
there's
They're not screwing, but
you
Oh,
know,
they're not.
no.
I'm disappointed.
humping goats.
Are they hidden?
No, actually, they're in plain sight.
Huh.
So in the courtyard in the
Oh, I see
general
one.
queue, and then there's in the pretzel loop area.
I didn't
It's kind of
recognize
up
it
above on a
without
cliff.
without it being reared up behind another doors.
And in that
Oh,
room
there you
too
go.
is also the graves of your former selves.
These
Mhm.
goats are amazing, by the way, just in general.
I like my cleaver, thank you.
So what was this Easter egg that I was supposed to find that I clearly haven't?
It's in the general queue. It's right before the chapel entrance in the courtyard. To the left.
There's graves for me, you.
Oh, that Easter egg.
John, and Billy.
Okay, I need to find these.
I like Dr. Golan's fez.
Dr.
that was
Gluons has a
tricky.
fez.
Yeah.
It's pretty
CleaveTV,
perfect.
Blind IRL, Dr. Gluon. Where's this fez? I see no fez.
It's the thing right on top of his grave.
Oh, okay.
It
The
looks like a
little block. I
box
thought it
of
was
dynamite
TNT.
kind of,
Yeah,
but
it
it's a
does.
fez. No, yeah.
It's a fez. It's
Yeah,
a-
there sadly isn't a fez. The closest thing is the giant
I
snowman
think
bucket,
we
which
should
would have been
petition
too big.
Frontier for a fez object.
It's a Minecraft fez. Also,
Yeah, it's
I'm
lucky.
undead?
Well, you're a skeleton.
You're coming back.
Okay, I'll be back. Cleve has an axe, as he should.
It is done, Bacon Dude. Yeah.
Cool. That is badass, dude.
Yeah, awesome job, man.
I appreciate the shout out.
Great job.
Okay, now I need to get out of here.
Get another link to it in chat.
Cool.
Only about 3 or 4 more hours to go, and we're gonna be done, guys. So
Yeah, you know.
stay tuned.
148. It's okay. Billy's got several gigs of bandwidth left.
Fine. I have a free overage if I need to.
What?
Oh,
I'm suffering from the Comcast data
No,
cap
I
this
know.
month.
What's a free?
So I can go
overage?
over one. I can go over twice for free without having to pay like $80 for unlimited for the month.
you know, as I said earlier, it's a good thing that this is a slower submission month because we've got a lot to go through.
So the next
Yep.
one is called Discovery Mountain
Discovery Mountain.
by Coaster X.
It's where you can discover yourself
So,
and
no, that
maybe a mountain.
wouldn't that be Self-Discovery Mountain?
Well, I mean, you can discover the mountain, but you can also discover yourself.
I think Bacon Dude's got a background story behind this one in chat. Like, he asked the creator to submit it or something.
Did we see this before? Have we seen this ride before?
No, we definitely have not seen this before.
Okay.
I love the coming in 2018 sign right there.
Yeah, I like the clean feeling of the outside of the
This is
park.
giving me
That
a
water
Space Mountain feel.
fountain is going really fucking high up in the air, but
I mean, have you seen those fountains they have in Vegas?
I feel like these ones are.
fucking 40 stories up.
Yeah, this one's
Oh, I-
just too
4
massive
stories, not
though.
40.
Maybe not.
Yeah.
And
It's
it's,
four,
it's-
I was trying to say 40 feet and 4 stories at the same time. It came out of 4.
I like the crane. The crane's probably my favorite part of this ride.
Yeah. Yeah. So there's a coaster inside the building, so that's probably why you're getting Space Mountain vibes.
Yeah.
It's
Also,
exactly like Space Mountain.
Also, Disneyland Paris doesn't have a Tomorrowland; it has a Discovery Land, and there's a Space Mountain there.
I mean, we have to discover space eventually. Like, no one's looked up yet.
I'm riding a coaster, although I should be riding it at nighttime.
Probably.
Oh yeah, this is definitely a Disneyland Paris Space Mountain homage. Got that Vekoma track and everything.
Okay. Trying to make it through this entrance without using Digicam. Apparently it's just this weird thing. Whoa. Okay, that is an interesting entranceway. Like, you can see into the ride.
Oh, probably a good idea to ride this at night.
Yeah, ride it at nighttime.
I'm still on the entrance path. Okay. Just hear gulpy music constantly. This is very Space Mountain.
This is non-copyright infringing Space Mountain. It's great, by the way, but
I like the gulpy music on the line. Because the ride doesn't have any music, so all we hear is the gulpy music in the background. From the stalls upstairs. So I just am hearing the gulpy jingle on the way up the train. I mean, I appreciate non-copyright infringing Space Mountain.
I wonder. I haven't read through it yet. If there's an invert or like an inversion on this one.
This is pretty smooth.
It does.
Yeah, yeah. There's an inversion.
It definitely inverts. A couple times. I think. Twice.
Yeah, this is definitely the Paris Space Mountain.
I see 2 corkscrews. I think that might be it.
It's kind of hard to tell. Hey, Zachman the Dangerous, what's up, dude?
This is pretty cool. The construction of the dome is really nice.
Ride's okay.
This thing loses points because this dome isn't in a building.
What? Oh, are they all different pieces?
Yeah, it's just it's not in a building. Is that an accident? Maybe he built it in a building and then duplicated it and then deleted all the building pieces.
So no one else can copy it and steal it from him.
Quite literally, yeah. I like the lighting of this thing from the outside, actually, at night. It looks nice.
Actually wondering,
and it's very
what's the
neat.
part count? Well, I think the reason why is because it doesn't really look great as a building, or it doesn't really go too cleanly. It's like 40,000 pieces.
No, but what I mean is like it's the pieces aren't inside of a building structure.
I think that's how this guy builds, though. Like,
they're
none
just-
of these buildings are. Or none of the domes are. It's
No,
neat.
the little like circular thing at the base of the water. I mean, that's a building. Those are buildings, and then he uses the rotation to rotate them around. I mean, that's
Yeah,
clearly how you built the dome. You just
The green dome...
really all the pieces and stuff.
The green dome isn't a building either. It's like a dozen different ones.
Yeah, no, it is. It's one building piece and then rotated around. I mean, that's how you build domes like that.
Yeah.
I think you just deleted the pieces on accident on the big Space Mountain dome.
Anyway, regardless.
Yeah, one thing I love about the
Pretty awesome.
some of the attention to detail is the fact that he has this this catwalk just designated for speakers and lights,
Yeah.
and he made it out of
I like this. I like the cables.
what did he made it out of? That was just all custom then.
Yeah.
I thought he used a coaster track at first, but yeah, it's just
Wait, where is that at?
inside the ride building itself and just up
Okay.
above.
Yep. Looks kind of like a concert hall.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Oh, I did notice that while I was on the ride, and I meant to go look at it. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, and then he has
Totally forgot about that. Yeah, it's
the speaker
it's very cool.
systems. Actually, there's another lower one too. It is really nice. I also like how the rocks have like poles sticking out of them too. Just kind of keeping it grounded.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is cool.
Neat. I do really like the cables on the outside. Connecting all the
Yeah.
lights together. That looks neat. Also, I think that this little design up front is probably my favorite part of the whole ride.
We need to introduce this guy to the coconut piece for the mulch instead of the brown scene.
Yeah. I was like, we need to introduce this guy. What? But yeah, no.
Yeah, he needs to get into the coconut club.
Yep.
It's not a sex thing, I promise.
You put the lime in the coconut and you drink it, anyways.
Yeah, I'm kind of with Bear too. Like, it feels very industrial, and it feels like there's a couple things just missing. I don't know what it is.
Well, I mean, the Tomorrowland aesthetic it is very clean.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Especially if
very
you-
good though.
Especially if you look at like Shanghai Disneyland and their Tomorrowland, it is so clean.
Like Disneyland's Tomorrowland is clean to the point of being boring.
Yeah, it's no Discovery Land.
So
All right. Well, I think
But honestly, it looks fantastic.
Yeah. No, I like
think
the
we
architecture.
Magically managed to finish looking at something within a minute or two, so
Yeah,
we
let's
can
move on to the next
to
one.
the next one.
I think we're doing blueprints now, right?
Nope, we have one more. It's the Baron 1898.
Oh, that's right.
Fine.
This one's actually great.
Wow. My game just crashed.
What?
Yeah.
I've had quite a few crashes. Oh, mine crashed too on close.
Like hard crash.
It's been a while since I've had a crash. I've had some pretty bad ones though on stream, but
I've had several over the last since.
I updated my drivers and it hasn't happened yet
Weird.
for a video card.
Hmm.
Because it was actually a GPU driver crash that would cause the game to crash for me.
Oh, really? Because there was a NVIDIA update like yesterday.
This was a couple weeks ago. Like if you were having a video card driver crash, your stream would completely crash too.
Well, man.
OBS would lock up and then just stop responding.
Nope. Stream's still online, right, chat? Stream's still online. Press 1. What? It's pulling an update. Oh, from Workshop. Probably because Uther's pulled this thing down. Yeah, there we go. Popping it back up.
I'll type 1 in a weird fashion because my push to talk key is caps lock because I need to keep the BillyMFmays spirit alive.
Yeah.
Is that why you're always yelling?
Yeah, you know, I'm always yelling. Okay, just leave me alone. You're not my real mom.
So with Billy, no one's his real mom. He's always caught with his pants down.
I'm from a
This is
test
made by
tube.
the
Okay.
Awesome ride we did a couple back. What awesome ride?
Okay, let's try this again. Baron
This is made by
1888.
Hades, I think it is.
So I have to apologize. I've seen footage of this
Hey,
ride.
yeah.
I've seen pictures of this ride, but I've never been to this part. So, 'cause
Yeah,
kind
same,
of
but
on the other side of the world. We got the North American crowd here.
I'm curious which
Remember-
ride I was talking about.
The what?
I remember back in the RCT3 days, I had a few viewers saying like, "Oh, you should remake the Baron." I'm like, I don't know, I'm gonna do that in Roller Coaster Tycoon freaking 3. But here it is.
Snaker, you might want to go back once we're done with this and rewatch the VOD because there's
It's a
some
long
cool
one.
stuff earlier on. Yeah, like we're 2 hours in and we're not done with parks and we've looked at maybe 5 things. Maybe.
There aren't too many blueprints though, so.
So to all of you people who've been on this ride before, we're going to have to let you guys be the judge of this because I can, off the top of my head, think of smooth like what the ride looks like, but you know, yeah.
From what I heard as a dirty American here, it's just
Wait, really, Mineral? Because it was submitted by different people.
Yeah, I was gonna say this isn't made by Operator, if that's what Mineral's saying. What one is this? This is by Hade, right?
yeah.
I'm looking at his workshop items.
No, it's not. It's made by someone else.
Maybe Operator also did a Baron recreation. Let's see.
What is this? I'm underground and there's just something.
Well, that was pretty awesome.
Did you
It's
guys?
really smooth.
You guys have already been on it. Oh yeah, no, he did do a Baron recreation.
Yeah,
Huh.
I wrote it. It's really smooth.
You know, this is a recreation by somebody else. Yeah, I agree. What, that tower? It's made out of planks. Well, that's pretty as hell. Just taking a glance. Let's hop on it.
The interior for this is really good.
Yeah, it's really heavily themed.
Let's just ride it
Yeah,
first.
it's quite good. I love the look of the queue on the outside too. I don't know how faithful this is to the recreation because I've never seen it, but just fucking looks amazing.
Given the benefit of the doubt, this is 100% accurate.
Also,
They actually built the ride in real life based on this model.
I'm riding it in pleb cam. I'm sorry. I'll do another one in bumper cam.
Yeah, the tower looks quite awesome.
It's a dive coaster, okay? I want to ride it in pleb cam once. Fight me. Like, literally, Bacon Dude, come over to my house and we can punch it out. It's fine.
So what's pleb cam? Is it
Seat cam.
view?
Yeah.
Seat view, yeah.
I think front bumper is pleb cam. You're just way too close to the damn track.
It gives you the smoothest ride, though.
It gives you the smoothest ride, and
on the
also, like, when they record, like, POVs of roller coasters, what they do is they put a, like, a GoPro on the bumper. So.
Have you guys heard the magic of chase cam, though?
I have not heard the magic of chase.
That's the pickle juice that you drink after the shot, right?
Yeah.
What?
No, but there's a chase cam and
Hi, Cyclone, and yeah.
It's pretty fun for lift hills, but after that it kind of just gets weird.
Anyway,
I
let's.
have no idea what's in here. I like how the entire queue is actually fake. You just built it to look cool.
Yeah. That is
And then the
fact.
queue connects to the entrance.
So underground there's just kind of structures underneath and I have no idea what they're for.
There's structures underground. Clearly, it's one of the other rides that we saw already today that were really spooky. God,
Yeah,
this ride
clearly.
is pretty.
Oh,
yeah, only noobs
it's
use
gorgeous.
cameras. Real players just close their eyes and imagine.
I
the
just
ride.
feel it, okay?
Yeah, I feel the ride.
I mean, I guess what's down below are duplicate buildings, but it's weird how it's still there, you know?
Are you just like super duper in the Halloween mode right now?
Because I'm underground?
Also, like, turn off your no clip cam, man.
Never.
You just
It's like the best thing in the world.
You'll find if Dr. K Puffy ever comes back to this game and starts building stuff again, you'll find all the penises that he hides underground.
That's where I keep my penis.
That's a feature. Why would you not want that?
No one's supposed to know.
Well, now they do.
Why is there a 14,000 piece object underground?
Okay,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that's
screw this
kind of,
noise. I'm turning on no clip cam.
Like it's something that's it's used in the ride, but like it seems like a bit of redundancy. You could probably help the performance out by getting rid of 14,000 pieces.
Nah, that's dumb.
Where's the setting for this?
Camera at the very bottom.
Oh, no clip. There we go. Whoa. What?
So the room that's actually used in for the queue is pretty much right before the front doors when you go into the interior. And yeah, it's just that room, and then up above you have the hanging curtains.
This is kind of spooky being... I'm not okay with Underground and Planet Coaster. Yeah, no, it's a repeat of the room.
Yeah, it's the same exact room. You just duplicated it.
Must have put it down there by mistake. Like... Also, yeah, no, I'm not okay with Underground Planet Coaster. It's like, this is shit for my nightmares, man.
Too spooky for you.
Yeah. Okay.
I love the fact there's there's entrance doors from the queue to the station.
You know, this thing's fantastic. Beautiful recreation.
I'd ride this coaster if the coaster itself in real life wasn't just the drop and that was it.
Isn't that like every dive coaster, though?
Yeah.
To an extent? Or most
I mean,
dive
it depends
coasters?
on the queue. If it's like a 20-minute queue, I'll be fine with it. But if it's any more, I'm gonna be like, I'm just gonna go to the churro stand.
Yeah, you know, I'm with you there.
Have a real coaster.
It's definitely
with
the
my
upside
blood
down.
sugar.
Very cool.
Yeah, no, it's
Also,
badass.
underneath the
Yeah,
tower is something like a stall. Yeah, there's a pip shot.
there's a what?
A pip shot underneath the main tower.
Oh, connected
Yeah.
to the. Yeah, that's cool.
I don't know how you're supposed to actually get to it, but
You throw it. You throw your money at the guy, and then he shoots the juice into your
It
mouth. through a
it
hose.
doubles as a midway game.
Yeah. It's a reverse
maybe
midway game. where
maybe
you
he gives
control
you a
the
gun
hose.
and you have to shoot the juice into his mouth.
Oh,
Maybe.
baby.
That's a game I love to play.
Oh, I just saw right before the queue entrance. There's a test seat.
There's a test seat. Where?
Oh, so you can see if like how you fit into the car.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, there is. That's cool.
It's also got the wait time.
How the fuck did you do that?
It looks like it's just a coaster car. But ow. So one, yeah.
I'm
There's
still not sure
there's
where this
another,
is.
dive
Oh, there
coaster
it is.
track.
There's that's a huge ass coaster. Why did you?
That's
so big?
huge.
Why did he make it so big?
That's a
What?
good question.
Holy shit!
It's like a
There's
full
just
going
a-
on?
like a massive coaster here, underground. There had to have been a reason for that.
Can we test it?
If I had to guess, it's to isolate noise, so that way you don't have the station there,
Maybe.
and that's just a block section.
Yeah. But that's also really funny.
You gotta do what you gotta do, all right?
Wow. So does it like putts up like when you open the park, does this thing just like go into test mode and just putts all the way up there and then stall there?
I mean,
Question.
well, if
So
it was in
if-
test mode, it would actually move.
So if I like
Although, if it's a block break, then if he has multiple block sections, then there's a car appears at each.
Oh
block
true,
section.
yeah, I guess it's probably a block break, right?
Right. Yeah.
But the moment you open it, it's just gonna move.
Of course I
It's
do.
really cool though.
If it can, it looks like it.
Yeah,
can.
it moves.
Yeah.
Goes on a journey. Where will it stop? Nobody knows.
That's kind of cool. I kind of wish that it was like the full car there, not just one seat in the little corner there. It looks like the timeout.
Yeah,
seat,
this
kinda.
Pinback is right. This is Planet Coaster. You have to build an entire theme park so you can build a little part of a theme park. Also, I'm going on a journey, guys. I'm very sorry to the person
I'm
who
looking
made
at your
this.
ride through. And there's like other little details too, like there's boats right before the or right by the path with the river.
Yep.
Just a nice little slice of theme park.
I mean, we gotta ride all of the roller coasters. Oh my god, are we actually gonna gain some speed? Yep, we're gonna gain some speed. Here we go. This is the ride. This is the real recreation, chat.
Maybe that is maybe that's really there in real life, and that's how they get the test seat.
You only
Yep,
have to test
they,
it.
Yeah.
They don't show you the the no clipping track in real life.
Yeah. They've really built an entire coaster underground.
It's just like the tunnels in Disneyland. Or Disney World.
Yeah, world.
Yeah. Regardless, this is badass. I really, really,
Yeah.
really like this recreation. This looks awesome. This looks absolutely awesome. This is some of the best architecture I've seen in a very long time.
Yeah,
Really
just
nice.
this.
Oh, this is a really good fence. That's smart. I'm copying this.
I just have like this ride that's testing, and there's just like
Oh,
roller
wow,
coasters
yeah.
warping into the pavement now.
It's made from the veranda roof supports. That's neat.
Yeah, cool. That's awesome.
Great job.
So what do we have
I already
next?
linked it a couple times, so that's it for save file. So now we can go into a sandbox and check out some blueprints.
I'm gonna go to an Arctic sandbox because I'm weird.
Yeah, Scrubbers, all I have to base it on in my memory is like video. So I've never been on the actual ride, but as far as like comparing it to photos, it looks pretty damn close. So that's kind of the best we can go by. Okay, we're gonna go into grassland. Do, 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 do. Rolling in.
So the first thing that we have is Spooky Organ by Slice of Pie.
Spooky or this obviously is using DLC. It's a spooky organ.
It is quite spooky.
Definitely using DLC. Yes.
I'm not sure how it's spooky. Oh, there's a crow on
There's a
it.
bird on
There's
it.
a raven,
Yeah, there's a bird on
and
it.
Okay, so the
it's
crow.
using the Munsters Dragula pieces, I think.
Okay, that makes it spooky.
Also, it's an organ. Winter organ's not spooky.
When my dad
especially
plays
when
it?
especially when they have like
When my dad plays Star Wars on it.
God, 7
Nah, it's
key
still
tracks.
spooky.
Na, 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 na. That's not spooky. Dude, I like organs. Yeah, I know what
Well,
Baron looks like.
I don't think that theme is done in
Some
organs.
keys are like intentionally like depressed on the organ. I wonder if this is like a secret code to open up.
I think the code reads "Give Big Merle all your money," but why?
Oh no,
Yeah,
not
it's
again.
it's playing mineral notice too. Yeah, it's playing a chord of some kind. Several people must be playing this organ at the same time.
Yeah, that's one complex chord.
See, that's
It's the Kraken.
that's the spooky bit. Is they're dead? They're just ghosts.
The
playing
the
it.
Kraken is playing the organ. It's
Okay.
fine, you know.
What do we have next here?
Hold on.
It's great organ though.
Let me link this for people. Hold on. Okay, next thing is
Awesome Belliner.
called Savage Mug Up
Savage
By-
mug up.
by Cryptic Shock.
Sorry, only mug down.
Well, you.
Not sure what this is, but it looks cool. Like I'm digging
It's
it.
like a coffee shop. It's a coffee shop.
And donut shop.
Yeah.
I would go get coffee at the Savage mug up. I mean,
I wonder
wouldn't
if
you?
this is like a themed coffee shop for like a coaster named like Savage or something like
I have to say this looks great in the Arctic biome.
that.
Oh, you're in the Arctic biome. It's not Christmas yet. Come on.
Hey, snow can be scary.
All of the spotlights during the month of December, I'm gonna be on the Arctic biome.
Is Savage Mug Up like a meme or something like that we don't know? Like,
I don't know. I like the sign though. It's a nice font.
it's a very
Yeah.
nice building.
It's reminds me of the Impact font.
It's a very, very nice building. I like how one half of it is curved.
I like the textures on the roads.
Really nice back too. He's colored the lights appropriately. Like, this looks
Yep.
great.
It's very nice.
You're
It's
gonna check that
simple.
night.
Yeah, it's using a lot of pieces like for exactly what they're intended for, but it looks really good.
It lights up nicely, blue and pink, for the
Yeah.
coffee and the donuts respectively.
Savage Mug Up is a saying in Newfoundland. Oh,
Okay. That would be why all of us North American bastards didn't catch that.
Is
exactly.
it in Newfoundland and Canada?
It is in North America, yes.
Okay, Western. At least I'm Western. You guys are
Yeah.
too far down.
No, I'm Western.
Are you Western? Yeah, you're in.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
I'm in bumfuck California.
So the next thing we've got is Oriental Temple.
Literally the middle of nowhere, San Francisco.
Yeah, no one's ever heard of that place.
Yeah, it's a
It's not expensive.
tiny mountain town.
Oh, this looks cool.
What's next? I missed it.
Oriental Temple.
Temple.
I just typed in Ori and I got it. Oh, this is taking a while. Whoa! Okay, so this is a building
Yeah,
that I
this
built
is
in Age of
amazing.
Empires?
So,
This is,
can I like get tea here or something like that? Like,
what, in the Oriental Temple?
well, yeah.
No, people aren't allowed to go into the temple.
Oh.
It's only for priests,
Well,
right?
well,
I
can
have
become a
zero-
priest and get tea.
I have zero criticism for this.
Yeah,
this is
it's
amazing.
just
It's made by Nightbringer, by the way. Nightbringer
Okay.
01.
Oh yeah, I know.
like
Very,
there
very nice.
is there was an intention and this was pulled off flawlessly.
Yeah, I've got zero criticism. This is perfect.
There's a little back door. I wonder what its story is.
It's where they let the assassins in, right?
Yeah, this is quite good. Really, really, really nice job.
That's beautiful. Hey, Mops.
Incredible job.
Also, to anybody
Um,
just tuning in right now in chat, Our co-hosts are CleaveTV and Mr. BillyMFmays.
The next thing we've
Hello.
got is Bear's Grill by Tatanka.
This is amazing.
This is quite a cool looking building. I think a lot of people are gonna like this.
This is funny because it just makes me think of Bear Grylls.
Oh, I think that was the
It
intention.
was intentional, yeah.
Okay, good to know. Good to know. I like the fireworks that go off when you build it because, you know, it's Planet Coaster.
Yeah, this is quite an awesomely well themed.
You don't see me, you see me. I liked like just the changing the words on the signs. Bear burger, $12. Extra large burger. I wish it said extra large bear burger. Extra large burger, $15. Feather fries, $5. Honey salad. Nice.
Like
Are
just,
those Canadian prices or American prices? Or...
I
I
don't
mean,
know.
those are theme park prices.
Yeah. Actually, I love this. All these extra signs out back. That's pretty great.
Yeah, the backstage area is great.
The trash
He was
bin
rushing
was
to finish
stuff in
this
it.
today.
Nice job, Tatanka.
Go get your
I
bear.
buried the tiles?
burgers
Did I put it too
today.
low?
You may have. There's supposed to be like
Okay, let's try that.
some flooring.
Oh, there we
it's,
go. Nailed it.
It's actually
Fixed it.
concrete caps, individually placed for tiling.
Yep.
Well, also like the planks in the front of the bear area too.
Yeah.
Also, this is just like a mention for anybody who's trying to submit stuff. You can submit stuff right up until about 20 minutes before we start. Like, real talk. Because they submitted this, like, before I woke up. And I woke up to a tweet that said, I hope I wasn't too late. And it's like, nah, man, it's fine. Like, it's okay. Also,
I was up at the crack of 2 a.m.
I love the teeth.
Why?
Get in the bin, Chief Beef. Yeah, this is really cool.
Get in the
Nice job.
chief
Nice.
beef. We bear beef now.
Nice idea.
This looks awesome. I like it.
To
Also,
think, yeah, nice thinking out of the box and just making something that looks really cool that you would definitely see in a theme park.
I like
That's
the
right.
little window at the back propped open by a stick. It's a nice detail. Yeah, that's great.
I have a feeling this is gonna definitely get more than 20 downloads. It has 20 right now. I feel like it will crack 20.
It's gotta get on that powwow level, right?
I mean, 3 of them are us, right?
Mm-hmm.
I just love the bear claws. Like,
Yeah, he's got a little Indian feather headdress as well.
Cool. What do we got up here next?
The next thing, this is the last blueprint that we've got before rides. It's called Black Magic Belfry.
Black.
the good old belfry.
Not really sure if there's a front to this. It's
What?
I see what they did there.
Oh, it's like a centerpiece for park.
kind of, yeah. It's just
I feel like I'm
Some
rotating
pretty
it.
funky music.
I feel like I'm rotating it, but it's not rotating.
Yeah, it's equal on every side, except there's a witch on one of the towers.
Okay, so I got some criticism for this. Number one, it's got very unfitting music.
Yeah,
y-
it's quite
you-
funky.
You go inside and you look up, and you can just see like all the pieces sticking out.
And the thing is, they're not that hard. In fact, you can even use those pieces, and you don't even have to hide them. You can just put things around them to make them look like pillars.
Like a clip of the stream, Tatanka? I'm confused.
I like this. I definitely am in agreement with you guys. I'd like to see this go a little bit further.
Yeah,
I'd like to see
it's
some
a-
stuff
it's a
on
good-
the inside.
Definitely a good starting point, though.
got
They
it.
like how
I-
they use the octopus fountains as
I'd love to see like a nice arched like ceiling inside.
It's also only 684 pieces, so you got a lot
Yeah.
of pieces that you can still throw into that. You can do a lot of cool stuff with it. It's a nice layout, though. It's definitely a nice base.
I like how he's used the pirate fountain sea monster as
Yeah.
like, the thing, and I've never seen that anyone do that before. Looks
Yeah.
funny.
Maybe like, maybe as FCP said, maybe a little bit of asymmetry, so like a tower sticking out the side or something.
No, it is all one building, so maybe that's the intent. But yeah, some asymmetry would be nice. Also, what is a belfry?
Yeah.
Belfry.
It's a French fry shaped like a bell when you carve a potato out. Mm.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, I guess it's just a tower, which that's, that's what it is.
Belfry is it's a tower. Yeah.
But it seems to be a symmetrical tower.
Okay. What's next?
Next, we've got. Sorry, I didn't put this one into chat. But hold on a second.
Bear's Grill is still pretty awesome, though. I think that's my favorite workshop item we have. That and this beautiful thing by Nightbringer.
So we got
Yeah.
Synchros is hooked us up with Chariot of the Gods. I feel like we saw this already.
So it's a 2-part blueprint.
Yes. Didn't we see this already?
Yeah, I'm convinced we've seen this before.
Maybe we saw something that was also named Chariot of the Gods.
It's possible.
Yeah, God, I think it was actually when I was hosting last time. It was in that
How
one
come I
park
don't have
at the
part
volcano.
2?
You
How
had to
come
download it.
I don't have part 2.
It wasn't in the submission,
What
He
the
didn't
hell?
submit it, that's why.
but when you downloaded part 1, it would prompt you to download part 2.
Feels bad. Hold on. No, I don't think we've seen this before, just looking at it.
I think one frustrating issue is that these two pieces are not aligned when you plop them down in terms of rotation. And there's no sign for burying, so I have no idea where this is supposed to go.
Oh, you're supposed to
I
put
think
the 2 blocks
You're
together.
supposed to.
There's a red and yellow block.
Yeah. But it's tough to find the front. And get this to align.
But yeah,
I'm
I'm
not
pretty...
sure how you fix that though. It seems like a Planet Coaster issue specifically.
Yeah. 8,000 piece blueprints win?
You would have to make blueprints bigger. Lining up the cubes easy enough. It's hassle because
Kind
the
of annoying.
access on the move tool doesn't make it easy, but
No, it doesn't.
I got it close enough. Close enough for government work.
I feel bad for whoever had to pull their blueprint in half like that.
I'm gonna link it into chat. Alright, I'm gonna do an on-ride for this thing.
I'm convinced it's just going to crash into itself because I don't have this even enough yet. There we go, we'll go with that. I think we're good.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
definitely haven't seen this. We had
is-
something that was very similarly named though.
Yeah, we have seen something that was like almost the exact same name, if not the exact same name.
Yep.
Maybe like God's Chariot or something.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what I was
it was-
talking about. It was in the it was like Apollo's chariot. It was in that giant
Yeah.
dinosaur park.
Yep. Yep, which was also a thing that we looked at prior.
This rabbit hole keeps on going.
Yep.
Probably should open the ride instead of just, being a dummy.
Ah, that's dumb.
Oh god, fire!
So yeah, this is definitely not aligned properly on my end, I can tell you that much. So many rocks. Oh god, it
I've got
hurts.
mine pretty close.
I'm pretty good, I think, yeah.
I thought mine was aligned well, but
Well, that's
maybe I had them on the wrong side.
That's supposed to be water. Clearly, because there's water shooting up. Chat, should we ride this at night as well?
I'm ready to at night first.
Yeah, rip
It's a nice
eyebrows
ride
indeed.
though.
It's pretty.
It's
Ride it smoothly. Aside from me crashing into rocks every once in a while.
It's kind of weird and interesting. Like the inside of the station's like sort of sci-fi.
Yeah,
Like,
this has got
overgrown
like a...
sci-fi.
I didn't like that movie, but it's got kind of like the Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull vibe.
I have to date never seen that.
Don't.
Yeah, that's intentional.
It's got a neat aesthetic to it, but don't. It's not worth it.
It's got a cool theme. There's definitely some problems with the coaster itself. in terms of realism and stuff, but overall, it's cool. I like the visual. I like the meshing of like the overgrown sci-fi thing. I think it works pretty well. It's cool.
I
mean-
Bacon is judging the realism. Honestly, I don't think this is one where we're supposed to, so I'm not going to.
Yeah, even
Yeah,
then,
that's fair.
the like looking at G forces, they're all right.
Yeah, it's just the curved brakes at the end.
Yeah,
This
I
is
think-
way cooler at night, actually.
I think lateral G's are a little high, but they're only a little high.
Only a little high
Well, I don't think anyone's gonna die on this ride.
immediately.
I don't think they're even gonna really come close to death.
You might get hurt.
Just depends on how long you're exposed to those G's, right?
Yeah, true. It also sets your ass on fire when you're coming down. Like the car directly gets hit by flame. But then they put
Flame
you out with
on.
water. I mean,
Yeah.
it's a neat ride though. I like it.
I'm out here a little bit. That's cool.
Oh
There's
wait,
interesting
it does
architecture
line
in
up.
that.
I rotated it for some reason. I don't know why.
There's interesting architecture in this. This is cool. This is Cherry to the Gods by Synchros. The next thing that we've got.
I'm still riding it.
Today.
Okay, what's up?
This is either going to be amazing or really underwhelming because of just judging by the screenshot here. It's called Creaking Crypt. And
Creak.
this is a dark ride.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
$18,000, so
Well, I mean, obviously that means it's perfect.
Okay, so initially, like, the walls around the crypt did not spawn in. So I was like, wait, is this, like, not fully built? And then clearly, yeah, the walls just haven't spawned in. Okay, I guess we should
there are
ride
no
this at night.
walls.
There were no walls. Well, this is, like, a ride that I feel like I should ride at night, and there's, like, no lighting. Also, this, like, isn't going to be able to stand up to anything that we've seen so far.
I'm not gonna lie, this is a little bit underwhelming.
Well, let's... Duty calls. I did set it to test, didn't I?
It just
I
takes
feel
an
like
eternity
this
to
is like
start.
Well,
I feel like this is like a shell for like someone to make a dark ride from. Who's not very comfortable with making their own like track and stuff.
it's definitely dark. Like, there's no lights.
Every time I hear that, it just kind of doesn't work for me, I
Can you do
guess.
that again? What do you hear?
That.
What? My headphones are muted. Can you do it again?
All right, 1 second.
Nice. Perfect.
Like, it is just a weird. It just doesn't work for me. It doesn't seem scary. It just seems funny. My point exactly.
Oh, God.
I'm glad we have Billy for entertaining us during this
See, this is
downtime.
this is why we bring on guests, because me and Cleve are just boring. So we bring on
Yeah.
people like Dr. Gluon and Billy. to
Damn right you
entertain
guys are. I mean, wait, what?
Oh jeez.
Oh shit. Oh god.
Well, this is called Creaking Crypt.
I mean, it has some good like ideas. Like the candle room is pretty cool, but then it just rotates indefinitely. But I think it's just not being able to do this ride correctly in some cases because it's weird.
There are a lot of like awkwardnesses with the
Why is there glowing
Yeah.
white goo dripping out of the spider?
Because mayonnaise is spooky.
Okay.
It's spider mayo. Oh god, that sounds terrible.
It's, oh god. I didn't even notice that. I think I had my game paused. So the
Chat. Okay,
What?
so Mineral wants Billy and Dr. Gluon out at the same time.
Oh, I'd love that.
Maybe we need to do that at some point. Christmas special. Can we do that? Can we make that happen?
that sounds great.
Probably, yeah.
Okay.
Spider Mayo. We should have named the ride Spider Mayo.
Because
I think it was way more awesome.
my math might be wrong, but hang on. 14th will be the next one. The one after will be on the 28th. The one after that will be on the 12th. We have one on fucking Boxing Day, man. I don't know if that's gonna happen.
On the 26th, huh? Day
Yeah.
after Christmas.
Yeah.
I'll have to see what's going on. Anyway,
Am I doing a second lap? I'm doing a second lap. I need to get out of here before this thing continues. Well, that was
the
a
next
thing.
thing
Yeah.
we've got is from Scrubbers McGee.
Squabbas McGee.
It's a dueling GCI coaster. That's what it's called.
No
Dueling
comedy
GCI.
here. I swear. We're not. Nothing we can make fun of here. Dueling GCI coaster.
Well, this seems pretty dual.
It duels and looks like a GCI.
I can confirm there are 2 coasters here.
I feel like so
It's
Fog
not 5 coasters, but
Fog clipped BillyMFmays doing spooky noises. So
Oh boy.
I'm gonna keep that open for later. It's going out on Twitter. Okay, let's get these. Let's pause this. Get these testing.
Hashtag internet famous.
The most internet famous. I mean, we peaked at like 72 viewers, so
is this thing gonna go?
it's probably got a long wait on it.
It just takes about 9 hours, you know.
Probably 60 seconds to be more realistic.
You think skipping the line's gonna prevent you from waiting? Oh no.
All right, we're going. Finally.
So I like how it kind of dips in together at the very start.
Yeah, it's nice.
It's a very nice, appealing Y design.
Wait, why?
Yeah, it's a Y shape.
So why? This is my opinion. This is my attempt at humor. I'm sorry.
Why do you do this? Love
Sorry.
you.
Sorry,
I'm just messing.
I was in pleb cam from the other ride. I don't know if either of you guys are looking at my chat, but
Yeah.
I like C-Cam. It makes me feel like I'm there. Instead of licking the ground as I'm going by on a roller coaster.
more like jiggling your teeth against the roller coaster. My chat's just like completely divided down the middle between no pleb cam and why pleb cam? Oh my god. So I was too busy chuckling to myself at my chat to actually look at the roller coaster. So I'm gonna ride the other side. I'm actually gonna pay attention this time.
I feel like this coaster is very slow.
That might also be Planet Coaster's sense of speed, which isn't the greatest. It feels pretty fast to me. I don't know about you.
It gets to a point like towards the end where it gets slower.
Yeah, I guess.
And then the brake run, it crawls.
I like multiple camera angles, Mineral. I actually really like pleb cam, but I also like bumper cam. Like, I think they're both good. Yeah, the end
Like a
kind of gets
chase
a little,
cam.
it's a little slow. Yeah, I think that's kind of my only criticism too. Is like, maybe.
I think maybe we can fix that with the friction slider a little bit.
Yeah.
It's on default friction.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go messing with that, but give it a little bit less friction, so it keeps that
I think if
momentum
we
up.
drop it to like 0.8, might be a little bit better.
That's
Pretty good though.
Do you want me to pause it and try it, or?
I'll do it.
Here.
This ride actually works really well with chase cam. I'm happy with it.
Need a chaser for your cam?
Have you guys never used chase cam before?
Yeah, I've used chase cam before. I just think it's funny that you're calling it chase cam because I never thought to call
Well,
it
that's what
chase
it's
cam.
called. It's called Chase in the description.
Man, some parent named it Chase.
Yeah, I know. It sounds like a terrible name. Parents must not really want a kid. As I say to all the Chases out there that could be watching, being like, yeah, you right.
I just want to chase them out of the house. What's up, SOS?
I think you lowered it as like 0.7. That would feel.
0.8 seems fine. Yeah, I actually like this a lot more. Although it's probably gonna up the G's too.
Well, if it's safe, it's all good, right?
Yeah.
That's pretty fun.
Yeah, no, that too. Frontier needs FOV sliders real bad. But anyways, what's next? Looks good. I do really like the layout of those rides. Of those duels.
The next
Yeah.
thing we've got coming up is called, wow.
Wow. World of Warcraft. What?
No, it's called Air Miles.
What?
I was saying wow because it's a coaster by Kinematics that's actually named with like letters,
Oh, really?
like words.
Instead of just code names?
I actually did that with the friction modifier. The ratings seem
He
fine.
said he made this to get the Air Miles achievement with. That's
Oh, really?
that's what it was built for. So it's built for airtime.
So am I gonna get an achievement for riding this ride if I don't already have it?
Probably, actually, yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I mean, I might already
Sweet.
have it.
There's achievement cheesing over
Dude,
here.
I've been achievement. Oh, Jesus. I've been achievement cheesing using with these spotlights since we started. Like the first spotlight we ever did. Like I think the first park I opened, I got like 9 achievements. It was ridiculous. It was like, whoa. Okay, how high? You didn't put a how deep do I have to sink this ride marker.
Just put it as high as you can put it, and you never have to have that problem ever again.
Yeah, I guess. Right, I have to sit here for a little bit. Also, I would go on all of the roller coasters that we've shown today so far. Like, there hasn't been any, like, terrifyingly death coasters.
No, not yet. Yeah.
Like, I would go on every single one of the dark rides we've seen so far.
I might skip the last one.
Yeah,
but
I'd skip that one. I would go get a I would go get a coffee from that.
I was thinking I would get like a funnel cake or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
Those snapping bends, though, feels good, man.
Ooh. This ride's got a snappy attitude, that's for sure.
Is this right? Even gonna get back to the station? The fuck?
That's how I would describe wooden roller coasters, actually. It's just good attitude. Gotta kick some ass.
Why is it like slowing down, like for no reason?
What the fuck? My shit's going backwards. We didn't actually make it back to the station. It failed.
Oh my god.
Really?
It actually failed. Yeah.
Huh.
Did I get the achievement,
It died in the valley like right before the.
or did I?
Oh,
already
maybe
have
we're
it?
we're probably supposed to turn on the friction slider. What friction's this
Is this-
supposed to be at?
Is that
It's
shit
supposed to
not
save. It does save.
It does. Okay. Yeah.
Well, okay, I don't. It saves through. I mean, it obviously saves through park files, but I'm not sure about actually
Maybe it doesn't
actual
save in a
blueprints.
blueprint. Yeah, I don't know. I put mine at 0.7. I'm gonna write it again.
I think with a wooden coaster like 0.7, 0.6 is what they recommend.
Yeah.
Let's go to 0.7. That would be my assumption. Because I saw kinematics around earlier, but they had to go to class, like, probably, I would assume.
He's busy Friday afternoons. Or Tuesday afternoons.
It's definitely not Friday.
Yeah.
Holy shit, we've been going for
Definitely
2 hours.
feels a lot more fun at 0.7, that's for sure.
Kinemax is gonna give me a hard time tomorrow. Yeah, this is much better at this friction. There we go.
Yeah. I think we're actually gonna make it back to the station.
And no, it just basically just teases you at the very
Nice.
end.
Nice.
Looking
I
good.
don't-
Hey, Sweeky.
This is called Air Miles. So if you want the achievement, you can drop this in your parking.
I think I already have it because it didn't pop.
Yeah, I think I already had it too.
Well, I mean, for viewers.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It's a good ride though.
So
I
the
like
next
it.
one is a more
I'd like to see somebody
commonly
theme this
named.
ride. Somebody take it, put something on it, make it look pretty. Okay, moving on.
Just make sure you lower that friction modifier.
Yeah, just make sure you lower the friction modifier. What's next?
This is a much more commonly named kinematics coaster G_SRMC_006.
Well,
What?
yep.
What?
That's
Just
what we
for-
call a
Can
name.
Can you repeat that?
G underscore should pull it up.
006?
Well, it should, but I have
G
all of
underscore.
the
I've got
best
like
coasters,
10
so-
coasters. What? Which one?
Let's see.
I typed it into chat. Under
Okay.
006.
Okay, G underscore SRMC underscore 006.
It is an RMC, yeah.
There we
It
go.
is.
It's the
Gotta call it-
SRMC portion that I needed.
You gotta call it something spicy, like I don't know. The chili
Jalapeno.
pepper. That's spicy.
It's an interesting looking layout. I give it a ride.
Now, does this one need a
Wonder
friction
if-
slider as well?
It's hard to tell.
Needs to tell us.
It's a good question. It doesn't say in the workshop.
He needs
file,
to.
so-
He needs to like put underscore and then F, and then the amount of friction that you need.
Oh, that'd actually be pretty cool.
Also, just like shoutouts to chat and everybody showing up today. It's always good to see you guys. I know people. There's a little community around these spotlights that we do now, which is cool, and I like that. So.
You guys, the real MVP.
Yeah, I mean, we would literally have nothing to do if nobody sent us stuff.
It's true.
We'd find something to do. Just want to be entertaining, or it probably would. I don't know. I'm not a cop.
We'd be in IRL,
Nice hill.
slowly taking our shirts off.
Slowly.
How's it going? It's going, that's for sure. We're doing a Planet Coaster Spotlight, so we're looking at stuff that people sent us through the Planet Coaster Workshop. Sweetie. Yeah, Fragged updated his badge, man. Yesterday was a day. That's why I streamed for 14 hours. Yesterday was a day.
That was a nice coaster.
Yeah, this is super smooth. I like this. I think I like this one more out of the two.
Oh, yeah. Honestly, I didn't particularly really like the Air Miles coaster.
Yeah,
I
I
feel like
really
I'm getting a
super
little
duper long.
motion sick from this one, actually.
Yeah.
weird.
Just there's a lot of waves.
It's very wavy. There
Was
was
that-
one hill that I thought was really good. It was like trying to find it. It was right after the roll, and you come up that hill after the turnaround. I thought that was really cool.
Okay.
All right.
Wooden
We've
roller
got,
coasters are cool. Pig.
We've got five more to go.
5 more. Hey.
This is called Wraith by Combat Wombat.
Is this one where I'm gonna laugh?
They're cracking.
I don't think so.
I'm disappointed.
This looks amazing.
Yeah, it
This
does.
is
No,
a 40 coaster, I think.
that's not what I'm looking for. How do you spell Wraith?
It is a 40 coaster, yeah.
WRAI.
Oh, all right. Okay. Well, I don't know what I typed it in right, but it didn't give me this one the first time I typed it in. Wow, this does look amazing. I think we need to ride this at nighttime.
I think so.
I think I've only been at nighttime since the coffee shop at this point.
Oh, really? I've been cycling between.
Daytime lighting is for every other day except for October 31st.
This is giving me some, like, Mount Doom, Lord of the Rings vibes. Whoa.
I was like thinking to myself, why
Combat
am I
Wombat, where did
over
the
here?
comedy go? What happened to you? You've changed.
I think he does a nice mixture between
Yeah, he does.
cool stuff and comic stuff.
So here's the thing. It is a spinning coaster, but if you do front bumper cam, you kind of violate the spirit of that ride experience.
Oh, yeah, it is. Okay.
Yeah, it's a 40 coaster.
So, pleb cam it is. Here we go.
I'm gonna seat cam it.
Waiting for it to go. Gotta speed up time for
Cool
the
looking
next 20
station.
minutes.
Get a nice view of it. That's
Yeah. Love the blue fire with the gargoyles.
Yeah, I like how you exit the station and there's just like this skull just like shooting fire out of its eyes. So Iki, you should have seen the second
Whoa,
thing
what was
we looked
that?
at. Like the second or the third. Yeah, what the fuck was that thing?
I checked that out after the ride through.
It's like a bunch of lit coffins. Okay, that's fucking cool. Yeah, I think at the very end I gotta relink that one dark ride that we all went on right at the beginning.
It's kind of insane how he's able to still maintain the sight lines with his ride.
This is so disorienting, but it's very cool though.
It's the kind of the point of these rides, though.
Yeah.
But yet he still maintains sight lines.
I've just kind of given up making these things because they're so difficult.
Well, the good news is if you throw up on one of these coasters, you're fine because you're facing backwards.
It's
So,
the next
I mean,
people
whoever's
on the
behind
ride
you
that are
is
screwed.
fucked,
Yeah.
but, yeah.
So what the heck was at the top of that? Oh, it's an opening coffin with like a skull thing. That is fucking cool because you only see it for like a second. It's like whoomp over top of it. And then you shoot down and then it's just like the coffins and they all light up as the car comes through. Well, that's really fucking cool, man.
Are you talking about
Yeah.
the thing at the very top right before the drop?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
like a
okay.
spook. It's like
Yeah,
it's
just,
like four skulls with like green flames and a coffin in the middle and like mechanics
Just being
behind
able
it.
to really
Yeah.
utilize fire very well.
Some 40K stuff right there. Yeah, that's cool.
Yes, this is very neat. Let me link this again for you guys.
That statement, Mops, of a 360-degree throw up is just making some really funny images in my head. Okay. What do we got
The
next?
next thing is also by Combat Wombat.
Yep.
It's called Necropolis Ride Skin. It's a flat ride skin.
Necropolis. Oh, this is like same theme.
Mm-hmm.
You can actually put this on top of the other ride, and it's perfect.
Yeah, they
literally on top of it.
yeah, quite literally. Well, that looks cool. I'm not gonna test it or ride it or anything, but I mean, maybe we'll do a set. I actually have some criticism for this one. So when you're gonna fully customize a ride, like the ride in the middle kind of just seems there. Like you got to do more to make the ride look like it's connected to the ride skin, if that makes sense.
It looks better at night.
I mean, yeah,
It looks very good at nighttime, yeah.
it would look better at night, but like
I mean, he put a skull on it.
I would say maybe customize like the middle beam, you know? Like you've got all these cool spires around the edge. Maybe build another spire around the center and in such a way so that it fits. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So that's my criticism and feedback. It does look cool, don't get me wrong.
Yeah, this
but
has a lot more pieces leeway. Last ride had 4,000 pieces precisely. This has under 1,000, so. There's definitely room to build something else on top of it.
If you
Even
want,
if it were just the same spire, just copied one more time and just put up there.
if you want that wraith flavor without that wraith calorie cost, here you go.
I wonder if he. I mean, the rides come very close to each other, so maybe he wanted to, but he couldn't figure out how to make it so that it
Yeah.
wouldn't flip through itself. There's not a lot of room between the cars when they spin around.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe. And also just like the base, you could put stuff on the base. But, you know, that's just me.
I'm also sure there's an issue where guests.
I don't
were
know, it's
walking
not-
through it.
It's not
Yeah.
Halloween or anything. You know, that's Tatanka. Also, hi, Kevin. How you doing? Good morning, sleepyhead. Okay. I do have somewhere I need to be tonight, so what do we have left?
Okay. Next thing is by Red. It's called Temple of the Snake. It's also a flat ride skin.
Temple of the Snake. No step on snack. Well, this is cute.
That's a danger noodle right there.
A what?
They call snakes. They call them danger noodles.
Lower until... What? I've never heard this before, so no, they don't call them that.
Oh, they do.
I have heard Danger Noodle so many times.
Never heard that before. Is this an Americanism?
It's more of an internetism.
Okay,
Yeah.
well... Okay, now see, this is what I mean by customizing the ride.
Yeah, this looks very themed.
Yeah.
Looks really cool.
Like,
But
I was
to be
almost...
fair, this one's a lot easier to do
Yeah.
because there's no vertical motion.
Right.
No stabbing snake. Bad chat. But seriously, this looks cool. Also, I love this ride booth. The operator booth. He's got like this giant flaming bowl on top of him. This is chilling.
Yeah, that's cool.
This is good. That's cool.
This is well done.
Cool. Well, that's the Temple of the Snake.
Okay, there are snakes. I was like wondering, wait, are there
Yeah,
snakes in
around
this
the top.
ride?
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're,
there's-
they're on the top.
Or
Really well
snakeheads.
done, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
The
that's
next thing
very simple little
is
ride. And I like it.
Is called X-Race.
Like this temple thing could
Nice
almost
road.
be just like Frontier being like, here's a very heavily customized version of this ride, and people would be like, why is it so themed? Except we made it. So wait, what was the next thing?
X space race by
X-rays.
0G.
Wall.
Oh, there's the transfer track.
It's so cute. I like custom supported stuff.
Let me link this in chat.
Okay.
Okay, gonna do it on right here.
I think that ideally your ride should look good at daytime and nighttime.
So one thing that to be aware of is probably to add a height marker when you do custom
I'm in
supports for a
plebcam.
coaster. So
Hey,
that
no,
way,
cool.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Also, having all the supports in a building would be cool too. So if you have to pick the ride up and move it.
yeah.
I'll ride it
Nobody's
again
in
and
it.
not pleb cam.
Well, the main issue too is if you do a hybrid of stock supports and custom supports, the stock supports just don't care about your height. So if you're
Right.
going for a very specific look,
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, this is the torque. This is adorable. I would absolutely go on this. Like, this looks like a lot of fun. I'm gonna ride it again because it's so short. You might as well. This is a small footprint coaster.
if you want all that thrill with half the calories, here you go.
The default catwalks? Yeah, they are. They are the default catwalks. Along the launch section and the brake.
Yeah, I also really like the brake section on this ride. I think that's actually like my favorite. Like the transition from the end into the brakes. It just looks real nice. See, little things like that are not going to get enough attention on the workshop. And it's understandable as to why, but... I love that we can
Wait, what
show
stuff?
off cute stuff like that.
What stuff? Sorry.
Stuff like this little ride. It's just not going to get
Yeah.
much... No one's going to see that on the workshop. No one's going to download that. So it's nice that we can get a little bit of a... Shine a little bit of a light, maybe get it like, 6 or 7 more downloads. That's so cute. I love that. What's next?
No, those aren't the default catwalks.
Those are absolutely the default
Yeah.
catwalks. Bacon Dude, I
They're-
can assure you those are the default catwalks.
Okay,
Actually,
let
no,
me tell
okay.
you- let me show you what he did. He used the Looney Tunes ride exactly on top
Ah.
of the Torque ride and got the Looney Tunes catwalks. That's what he did.
They are still in the game's catwalks. They're just-
Smart.
So they're in-game catwalks, but they are for a different track type. That's why I was confused. So we are both correct.
Are you going to use that, Tatanka?
Let me link that again so you guys can check that out in the game.
Okay, what's next?
The next thing is the last thing.
Cool.
Aw.
It's called Omicron.
I mean, to be fair, we've been
Uh,
going 2 minutes short of
extra.
3 hours. Omicron? What?
Omicron.
How do you spell that?
It's taking a while to manifest. There we are.
How do you spell
It's
that?
a Omicron. Really
Okay.
cool, actually. This
This is neatly laid out. Did you guys download the sign for this one?
It
yeah.
did, yeah.
That's a cool sign, too.
Yeah, just this classic Greek Roman architecture with this like modern future aesthetic.
Yeah, that is kind of like... Oh, man, I'm trying to think of the... This is giving...
It's Deus Ex. It's the hexes and all that.
Yeah.
I think this is the
Yeah.
first one of these coaster types we've had on the spotlight.
Yeah. And that's actually not true. We've had it in the launch as a launch coaster, I think.
Okay.
Just not using this lift hill.
These are the best rides to make in Roller Coaster Tycoon 2 because they are just so damn easy.
That was like a super abrupt stop. Holy crap.
Yeah. No, that was the Omicron. Or Omicron, rather. There's no second or first N.
I like the aesthetic of this ride more than the ride itself.
Yeah, I'm not sure I would ride this ride in real life.
The rides need a.
But that might
we could
also be a
probably
fault
go
of
for another
Frontier.
rotation.
Yeah. Maybe it's because the chain lift is so fast.
I think it just needs to go through the station one more time and then come to a more gradual stop.
Yeah.
The chain
goes
lift is
from,
way
like-
too fast, is my opinion.
Yeah.
Is that
The thing is,
friction?
can you have it much slower without it being disorienting? Because it is a 90-degree chain lift and then goes upside down.
I mean, I guess. I don't know.
Also, let's look at that lift pillar because it looks like there's ladders and catwalks and all of that in this thing. Or is that just default? I've never
think
seen this
that's
coaster type before.
It's in the game.
Yeah.
Just never bothered with it.
Yeah, it's just...
I've only built 2
it's-
roller coasters in this game.
It's default. Whoops. I deleted it. There we go.
I was gonna be impressed.
Check G-forces. Let's check G-forces.
I set it to one more trip through the station, Mineral, and I think that's a little bit better.
I need to make it retest because I accidentally deleted it because I'm smart.
I would
I-
define looking at the G-forces. I would define this as a bit uncomfortable.
A bit uncomfortable. By Billy
I wouldn't say
Uh,
it's terribly fatal, but it's
seven, and -7. That's a little bit steep.
actually yeah. This is pretty uncomfortable.
So, do you guys think that we ride that one insane dark ride again to end off the stream?
Um,
It's
You
your
guys want to do
stream.
that? We can do
Yeah,
that if
it's
you
up to
guys
you.
want. Because how
No,
many
it's-
people
it's
here
up to
haven't
you.
seen that?
I thought that ride was amazing.
I want to
I'd be-
know who
I'd be
here
keen.
hasn't seen it yet.
I'm already loading it up right now. So
have
Okay.
I seen it?
no, You definitely haven't seen it.
Sweet. It's the one with the custom music, right?
Yeah, the one with the custom music.
I'm gonna try to put the music
Like
in.
Anthermere Mordur or whatever. Yeah, the top element is pre-made. Like that, there's no customization to that. But you can speed up and slow down the chain lift on that one ride. So we're just gonna end off the stream today by actually doing a rerun of something that we wrote at the very beginning. And I'm actually gonna change some settings on this. I think it's effects volume. Yeah, we'll turn the effects volume down. Because I looked at the settings afterwards and was like, crap. Okay. Now I'm gonna cycle out of here and I'm gonna make the game real loud. Okay. So if you missed this one the first time, this is one that you gotta see now. Okay. You ever seen that show You Gotta Eat Here? This is.
I'll just mute so I don't talk over it accidentally.
I mean, you can if you want. It's the whole point of this show, right?
That's true. Screw you guys. Say whatever the fuck I want.
Okay. Just make sure the music stays synced. VOD link, it's the most recent stream, dude. Okay, I need to save again because the music is desynced.
How do you fix that? Or how do you make sure it's synced?
Make a new save file.
Okay.
And don't speed up or slow down time at all. Okay. So if you missed this the first time, this ride is incredible. So grab your popcorn, full screen the stream, and just sit back and enjoy this. Because we had like 40 viewers the first time I watched it. We have close to 70 now. So let's just make sure as many people see this as possible. Chocolate rain.
You are all going to die tonight.
And I think with that, the ride's pretty much over. So I can bring my face back up.
Billy died on that ride. He's been replaced with Bali.
Feels bad, man. Yeah. That ride is incredible. And Rip Billy? I don't know where Cleve went, but
I'm here, but
you're not Cleve.
I'm here. I muted because I was watching on my set on my end.
Gotcha. Cool. Yeah, no,
I had
that's
the music synced properly this time. It was way better. And also, I noticed a bunch of stuff I didn't notice the first time,
Oh,
and it made the ride even better.
it's so fucking cool, man. Like I just straight up turned my camera off and everything. Like that ride is too fucking cool.
Yeah, I don't think I will ever just like go through the ride and look at any of the construction or anything. I just want to ride the ride. I think that it's good the way it is, and I don't really care.
Hey, Mihai. But yeah, I think we gotta call it after that because I've gotta go be somewhere.
Cool.
yeah.
So yeah, I hope you guys all got to see that, and if you didn't, I'm just gonna grab a link and drop it into the chat. Like this has an offensively low number of downloads on it. It's by Operator. It's currently sitting at 120. I think we got it like 10. So let's try and help that out a little bit. So is there anything else we want to mention before we call it a night? Cleve, it's now your chance to shout
Nope.
yourself
Had
out.
a great. Well, I'm Cleve. You guys probably know who I am. Stream on CleaveTV, and CleaveTV at CleaveTV on Twitter. But yeah, this was a good workshop. Really, really good rides. We had like 4 rides in a row that were all like very, very, very
like
very
mind blowing.
good. Yeah, very, very, very good rides. Uthras Park was also very, very cool. I can't wait to see how that develops over time as well. Couple cool buildings too. Just overall.
Hey, it has stars now. It didn't have stars before.
It was I thought of a really dumb thought. It's like, what if Uthras just decided not to give a damn anymore and just made like the crappiest park for the rest of Alpine Odyssey?
Just drop down like 5 flat rides and put a big giant middle finger made out of art shapes in the middle. And
Yeah. But like the art shapes were misaligned, so it was just really blocky and jagged.
Fuck you, park.
And Billy, is there anything you want to shout out? I'm gonna drop you guys shout outs in chat.
Well, if you haven't heard of me, I understand. But if you want to change that, feel free to go to twitch.tv/BillyMFmays and hit that follow button. And then you can also catch me on Twitter. Link is also on that channel description. I forget how Twitter links are. I think it's just twitter.com/BillyMFmays.
Yep.
Sounds about right.
And yeah, if you don't find me on stream, I'm probably eating the Halloween candy that's supposed to be reserved for trick-or-treaters. But you know what? They ain't do anything for me lately, so...
And
you got the full size?
this
Nah.
is the Schematics team Planet Coaster Spotlight. So if you don't know who Schematics are, we're a YouTube team. We produce long form videos about Planet Coaster and other games that we're interested in. We don't have a fancy URL, but if you click on that link that I just put into the chat and go subscribe to that, it would help us out.
How many
What?
subs do you need now to get the
Isn't it 1,000?
vanity URL for? Is it 1,000 now? When I got mine, it was like 100.
Thought it was
I know they upped it. So yeah, sub to us so we can get a
Custom
Schematics
URL.
team.
Yep.
Oh, we already have one. Adfo says we have.
We have one? Well, then why don't I have it?
I don't know.
Just get me
Probably
one.
shouldn't it just be-
YouTube.com/Schematics team.
Yeah.
Can you just do like youtube.com even /user/schematics team?
I don't even think you need /user. I think it. Yeah, you don't need /user. It
All right.
aliases for you.
Well,
Oh.
okay then.
There you go.
Fucking
But it's up to us anyway. We need more.
Apparently Robaz is streaming this. I'm gonna toss a host over at Shadow Phoenix once we go offline because he's a Planet Coaster person. You guys want to tell him that we said hi? Feel free to do that. Yeah, we're gonna call it a day here. So thank you very much to everybody who tuned in for this. This has been a whole lot of fun. And VOD will be up on YouTube relatively shortly. Give it 48 hours. And yeah, I'm gonna go enjoy the Halloween festivities. Everybody have a safe, happy, fun Halloween times. Go scare people not too badly, okay?
See you guys.
Have a good night, everybody.
Happy Halloween.
Billy, you're not allowed to come back on the spotlight ever.
Aw.
I think I just shit my pants.